So before we get started, let's jump into this. I tell you, StreamYard was being a very terrible thing to me. All right, let me see here. Okay. All right, so this is what I have for you guys for today. It says, life is like a ride in a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. All right. So I love that saying. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the meat of the matter of the case. I will before we jump into the meat of the matter, how is everyone doing? Andrea, how was your day? Angela C. Angela C. Tracia, and Nancy. How was your guys' day today? All right, let me know. So we're going to compare these lawyers and we can take a little time to see. So as you can see there, Natasha is Terry's lawyer. Remember, we always says Natasha should be Amber's lawyer, remember? And at the time they were saying she was just an entertainment lawyer, but now she's practicing as a divorce attorney. So I guess she maybe have different titles, I guess. And then Kendrick is Libby's lawyer. Okay. Then we have Ernestine lawyer. I don't remember what's the name of Amber's lawyer, right? Then we have Anthony lawyer, and I don't remember those two lawyers. Only for some reason, I am more comfortable and I knows Natasha and Kendrick, right? Because they are our regular, so I remember those names. So anybody in the chat knows the lawyers, their name, put it in the chat so we can use their lawyer. All right, thank you. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so now, both Kendrick and Natasha are currently handling divorce proceeding. Exactly. They're handling divorce. Okay, so Amber lawyer name is Constance. What is, thank you, dear Marian. Let me those things out of the way. Yeah, let me write that down so we can remember. And, yeah, so they are both so now I am wondering, guys, do you believe are the lawyers then between those four lawyers, are they practicing the same kind of law? Hi there. Hi there, Shirley. Hi there, Sabrina. Hi there, Musa. Hi there, Tina Young. Welcome in Marianne West. So Natasha should be Amber's lawyer. Exactly. That's what we always said from the beginning. Hi there, Dion. Welcome in. I've always said Natasha should be Amber's lawyer. Okay, so when you really look at the two scenarios, or should I say the four scenarios, I don't see Anthony lawyer doing anything. Only thing the first time when he saw her, she says we're gonna stop. Amber is entitled to practically more because of the infidelity, right? And then, and plus you have the baby. Then we are going to stall. So she's asking for 50%, so that is reasonable. Anthony said, she says, she look at him and says, with this thing, she has to get something. And she goes, all right, then 25%. Then he goes, 25% is better than 50%. All right. So that's what is said between Anthony lawyer, right? So if anybody need to get a refresh, please go back on the Kountry Wayne channel. You guys look at the skit and come back over here and we'll speak on it. All right. We are doing the Kountry Wayne review. Okay. And it is fair use. And we are commenting, doing our commentary on it. We're gonna criticize, scrutinize, whatever on there. And we're gonna do we are gonna do commentary on it. We're gonna discuss Their education, entertainment purposes only. So we're gonna have fun with the skit. All right. So with that being said, guys, Amber lawyer said to her, listen to this. Amber lawyer said to her, you can have dates, you have a legal separation, and you have to go home at a reasonable time. You cannot sleep out, right? Okay. Whenever hear Anthony lawyer said anything to him, because that is also he doesn't have welcoming Lydia. So he doesn't have to have no stipulation because that is out, right? So now, between Libby, when I was looking at Libby's situation, Libby has a kind of a good kind of case, but since that she is so erratic and crazy, we just have to call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, what we do here on Sharon Review, we call a spade a spade. So now, Libby fake a pregnancy. She put on a fake tummy and caused Terry emotional distress. Libby was horrible to Terry's daughter, but she's turned it around, says Terry is and his daughter mentally abuse her and cause her distress. So that is why she's asking for his house, his some of his businesses, everything, and he stole from her. So she have a good case in somewhat because Terry cheated on the wife, just like Anthony cheated on Amber and have a kid, and the kid name is Kai, and Shayla is Amber's best friend, right? And to even make it worse, Terry bring his baby mother to the proceedings, and she couldn't stay in the car. She has to come. So you cannot have your significant others that you're cheating with in a divorce proceeding publicly. Anthony went to a party, and Amber was out there publicly, and he saw her with the man. She wasn't supposed to be seen in public with at yes, it is house, but that was a business situation, and that was public. Yes, it was at his home. What do you guys say? And Anthony saw her there. But only thing, Anthony didn't saw her in the bed, but she displayed, hi there, Yolanda, a physical attraction to the man. She put her arm around him, she looked at him and she kissed the man, right? Okay. So now, by me looking at those two cases, I'm here wondering. We know that Amber caught Anthony in bed with Denisha, in her marital bed, in her marital matrimonial home, in her matrimonial bed. So bear with me now, guys. So is Amber lawyer good lawyer versus the Dalton's lawyers? Are they? So we're going to discuss the Dalton's lawyer versus the one times lawyer, two times lawyer. Oh Lord. Oh Lordy Lord, help me. I need help with this discussion. Oh, I surely need help with this one. This one's a hard one, but it has to be done. And guess what? Genesis is not to be seen or known of, are not supposed to be in the mediation with these in the divorce proceeding. That's a no-no. So that would be a X in what's his name? Coffin, right? Terry's coffin. Libby flooded Terry's house and she want half of that, or she want maybe 50% of the home or something like that. She was saying, "I dear Chance, welcome in. I dear Sabrina. I dear Lulanda. I dear that welcome in. I Marianne. I Bella. I dear Bella." Okay. So now, tell me, I Chance. So which lawyer you think is the best lawyer looking at the situation? Because one thing I know, Natasha said, I will get a private investigation to prove that Libby was the one who flooded the house because she want access to that home. And he says, why? And then Dum Terry decided to do what? He's going to remove the restraining order from Libby. When Natasha already find out from Wayne that Libby is cray-cray. So right now, Natasha has a better case and she's not showing her hand yet. But Kendrick is a friend of Libby, so he's doing it pro bono. Oh, I think she gave him $36 the other day, and he says it can't even buy him lunch. Okay, so now, guys, please put a 10 in the chat. Which lawyer you'd rather have representing Amber? All right, put a 10 in the chat. Which lawyer you'd rather have defending Amber's? All right. Then, and to top it off, Libby looks like she have, yes, chance. Libby, hope you're having a great day. Lydia, oh, he says, okay. So now, I am here wondering, some of you guys says Amber's lawyer is a scammer. So that is why I wanted to know from you guys. Let's vote on which lawyer is the best lawyer for the Daltons, because Reese, it's not sitting well when I'm seeing, because Amber I filed in April, I think, for the divorce, and Terry filed last month, and they're actually in mediation right now. And Amber is not in mediation because Anthony lawyer says we're going to stretch it out until Amber run out of funds. She doesn't know that Amber is using Anthony money to fund this, to pay the lawyer. So just put it in the chat which lawyer you think is the best lawyer right now you see there. The 36, Libby gave the $36 bill. He said he doesn't take stripper club money. Exactly, Sabrina. Oh my goodness, guys. I know, eh? So right now I'm here saying this is just too much. I am so shocked to see that we have Libby, the two-timers are in mediation while the Daltons are still living a delusional life. If you really see what I'm saying. Amber enjoying being with her, meeting her. I think the stepdaughter is staying with them for her. You know, anyway, Dave's daughter is with them. And Anthony is Kai, what's his name? Kai and Denisha living in the matrimonial home, although they're showing us this morning to correct us if you really notice that she goes and come, right? So now let's see how we're gonna vote the lawyer. So let me just put it in the chat because I need to see the vote, or the vote it is going. Let me get the percentage and which lawyer we prefer. All right. Which lawyer? Which lawyer? Okay. Because seriously, this is just too much preferred. All right, so we're gonna put here. Should I say the two-time lawyer or the Dalton's lawyer? Yeah. My goodness. Hold on there. I'm just looking to see what I put in here. Two-time lawyer versus two-time lawyer. Oh, I didn't spell that right. The Daltons. All right. Okay, so we just put it there. So when we say the Daltas, that mean Amber and Anthony lawyer. We just do it, their lawyer or the two timers lawyer, because we have Kendrick and we have Natasha. So those are those lawyer, right? Natasha would be a good for Amber. All right. So that's good there. The two times lawyer. Excellent. So that's what I was thinking too. Because all I know, remember when Rolanda told Natasha that Amber is gonna get a divorce, that she's divorcing Anthony. She says, "Okay, I can help you. Tell Amber to do this, whatever. You can use stuff that you know against Anthony to tell Amber, right? Remember, she was telling Natasha at the time, right? And we were telling Anil at the time, says we think Natasha would be a better lawyer. Yes, Brittany is not there, so the best lawyer I think would be Brittany should come back, because let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, so Natasha would be good for Amber. Natasha doesn't like Anthony, so Kendrick would be for Anthony. Yes, definitely. And then Natasha would be for Amber. Exactly. Sanita said, yes, Tina, she would. And then, all right. So let me just do the roll call, because a lot of you guys are in now, so we can do our roll call. Meantime, we contemplate who is the best lawyer for who. So we agree that it would be Natasha and Kendrick that representing the Daltons. At least they could be in mediation right now, right? So Marianne West says, oh, welcome in Marianne. Welcome in Bestie Nancy. Welcome in Tracia. Welcome in Angela C. Andrea. Welcome in. Welcome in Sabrina. Okay. Welcome in Shirley. Welcome in Musa. Welcome in Tina Young. Welcome in Dion. Welcome in Lydia. Welcome in Yolanda. Welcome in Chance. Welcome in Bella. Welcome in That Willie. Welcome in Margaret. Welcome in Sharita. Okay, welcome in Shirley. I think I said Shirley before. Welcome in Chance. All right, so I think I got everybody. Oh, welcome in Sanita. Welcome in Anna Jones. And I think, did I say Diane? I think Diane is in there also. Welcome in. I'm just scrolling down to make sure I'm not welcome in Marvis. Welcome in EP. All right, so I think I got everybody, right? All right, so we go back up to the top. All right, and then I am, oh, I thought I got that. You see, I know I had it before. Let me see when I do that if it will show on here. Then Marianne says, good afternoon, Sharon, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you're enjoying it. No, it wasn't actually. Nancy says, like, share, and subscribe. Sharon _ Rika review. Thank you, dear Nancy. And Nancy said, we'll be back later. All right, baby girl, enjoy, have fun. And then please like, share, subscribe _ Rika review. Thank you, Nancy. All right. So Angela said, lawyer comparison. Yes, that's what we need. We need to see who is the best one right now because I am not having faith in Anthony lawyer or Amber's lawyer, honestly, because they still hasn't gone to mediation yet, right? They're still living their delusional life that they are happy where they're at. Welcoming everybody. So let me just come down here. Sabrina says both Kendrick and Natasha are currently handling divorce proceeding. Yes, they are. Constance is Amber's lawyer. Okay, so Constance is um, Amber's lawyer's name. So Constance. And what is Anthony lawyer's name? Do anybody know? Idea, Shirley. Let me see. Natasha should be Amber's lawyer. Most definitely. I thought Natasha didn't did entertainment law contract. That she did entertainment law. Yeah, she did. But maybe she has two of them under her belt. I guess I do not know that work. Idean. And then Tina is saying that we have 13 likes, 23 watching. We have 439 watching now. Please hit the like button, everyone. All right. And it looks like Miss Johnson asked straight to pray over food. Okay, so there. So I guess he must have stood up Ernestine then now. Good evening, Sharon and chat family. And then good evening, Lydia. And then Marian says, Amber and Natasha have worked together before when they were using Mike over vending machine business. All right, that thank you very much for that, Marian West. And Lydia says, hello. Okay, so now Natasha, Angela says so, Marian West. And then Terry and Libby's mediation, she must have family law experiences. Yes, it seems so. Angela C. And actually, they did not want Genesis because of the drama. Yes, but the Genesis is not supposed to be there, period. As Natasha was calling Terry on the other skit, is she was telling him, says no, she not supposed to be anywhere. She can stay in the car. It have AC. She don't need to be inside there. And Libby now, Natasha is doing her due diligence when it comes down to Libby because Libby cannot get away with lying about being pregnant when she was not. She staged it, even go right. So that is premeditated on her part. That means she's not stable, even for what she's doing. So now they're going to put the motion in front of a judge to let the judge decide. Yeah. So we have 17 likes now and 30 watching. So we have 43 watching and 17 likes. And Sherita says, please remember Amber moved out. When that is a heavy thing. All I know that she's not supposed to move out. We know she took a suitcase, so she can say she moved out of the mansion, I guess. For yes, darling. Sorry about that. Yes, we have some visitors, and I wasn't aware. They come through the back there, in the backyard. Sabrina says Terry and Anthony have similar issues. Yes, definitely. Terry and so I am just showing you how bad a case Anthony has really. Not only had Amber caught Anthony in bed with Denisha, she caught him in bed with her best friend. And what make it even worse for Anthony, Amber delivered her husband baby with her best friend. You see how dramatic it is? She caught him in bed with her. That was a dramatic experience for her. She also caught him in bed again with Denisha. That's also another dramatic experience. And she's not going off the rockers like, well, Libby is going off. She's not doing half of what Libby is doing, right? And then at the top of it off, she have suffered a lot. So Anthony has a very horrible case right now because not only has she caught him in bed twice, The second time was in their marital home. The first time is where he took her out for them, but to get away, you know what I mean, for him and her to unwind, and they had good time. Then he took the mistress there, so that place now become a horrible memory for Amber. Is what I'm saying. So when you look at the evidence, Exhibit A, that is Kai, right? That's the baby Kai. And Exhibit B would be Shayla, right? I guess Shayla would be Exhibit, and then there is Denisha in the marital home. So that is Exhibit what? C, right? So when I look at that, I says, my goodness, remember I told you, she caught him in the bed, it's only making it worse. And then what did he do again? He decided to go to Wells Fargo and give Denisha $20,000 out of their money. He gives to Shayla, and he gave Shayla what, 5,000, and then now he gave Denisha 20,000. He also took her on a shopping spree. He also went to Chateau de Long. You see how many evidence, paper trail that can show all the stuff that Anthony is doing. If they check Amber, the only thing they will see is that she bought herself a car, right? If they check Dave, they will see that Dave didn't spend a dime on her. So at her side, in that situation, she's fine. But only thing, they can see other people, but they cannot parade them out in public. So that is where Terry goes wrong with Genesis. As according to Natasha, there are Macho, Mark, Luther, and Johnny. He's bringing up with him. You know what I mean? So right there is very hilarious to me. So I don't mind watching this skit with Genesis and Libby and Terry, because it's just crazy, especially not with Libby. With Genesis, it's just, you would just get crazy, crazy. You know what I mean? You get entertainment there, right? So let's see what you guys are saying. Let's read your comment. Let me just come down so we can catch up in what we are saying. All right. Okay. So let me just come down here and I'll go back up. So Marian said it doesn't matter if they buy Amber things. If I was Amber, I would ask, can she get her own place? Amber doesn't need to be back to that evil and bad energy mansion. Okay, and then Marian says, you know what Anthony has a safe at home that he keeps petty cash. Yeah, yes, but that looks like he just came from the when he says cash, right? When you have petty cash, you don't have them in an envelope. That looks like Anthony was not tinkling rational, Marian, and Anthony went to the bank and got those cash. Trust me, that is why they show us that. If it was, you remember when dad and brother did the bedroom for Amber, what did he go? He went upstairs to tip the guy. He went up and he bring out a bungle of things. That is all you have petty cash in the house. But you're not gonna have them in the envelope. Anthony was not thinking right. He got some cookie and he eat some lobster and he decided, say, wow, let me go do something wonderful for her. You know what I mean? Let she go and buy herself some clothes and put them here so she can have stuff there in Amber's house, right? In the matrimonial also. Anthony is handing Amber his fortune and a platter, and he don't even realize. That's why he says this man is a very dumb man. All right, so let's read what you guys have to say, and then we'll just deviate from them. So Lily says, "How are you doing? Yes, Anthony and Amber needs healing. My stepdaughter had been married for 15 years without no children, but today God has blessed her with triplets. Praise the Lord. Thank you for sharing that with us. Congratulations to your stepdaughter. Wonderful error." And then that says, yes, Anthony wilding out, hurting himself. Exactly. And a lot of people, because they have so much hatred for Anthony, they don't even see what he's doing, honestly. And they don't realize that him and Amber doing the same thing. Only thing, Amber is not an idiot. She's not spending no money on Dave, but he is spending money on Denisha, where he went wrong. right? So he went there to the bank, just like I went to the bank and dropped money and give to Shayla, because he said it's my money, I can do it what I want. So that's how he leads with his money, and think that that's love. Oh, please. Then Shirley says, why would Amber stay in a house that her husband moved a family into? She doesn't want to be a sister's wife. That's crazy. But Shirley, we're not saying that. That is her matrimony. Her lawyer said. We are just stating and we are speaking on what her lawyer said. Amber is to be in her house, and Amber supposed to, she can go date because she have a legal separation, but she can also go home at a reasonable time. Okay. Suzette said, Amber willingly took Anthony back and said she forgive him. She is trying to bring up situation that joint before she took him back. Exactly, Suzette. She said, she remember when it just happened, didn't I? Says, oh, can you forgive somebody? When God's forgive you, it doesn't come back when we do stuff, when we want to mess up, and he says, oh, by the way, you messed up, so I have to take back the forgiveness. It doesn't work like that. And then somebody on my page asked me today, in our chat family says, well, Amber deserve, Amber doesn't need all of that. And I'm trying to remember word for word. She shouldn't, why are we saying all those things about Anthony, whatever Anthony is doing? We're not, no, we are all saying that Amber is doing horrible things, but we are not calling Anthony out. So I says, yes, we do call Anthony out, because Anthony right now is doing a lot. He's handing his money right to Amber on a platter. And that's exactly what he did, because when I sat and I watched this case between Libby and her husband, is similar to what's going on with the comparison is similar to what's going on. The baby isn't born yet, but Terry got Genesis pregnant, right? Libby did not and deliver the baby, right? So, but Amber delivered the baby. And that's that dramatic experience. Plus, Amber lost a baby because of her friend and her husband. Amber lost baby David because of her husband and his mistress, because she sucker punched Shayla. So I think the best lawyer right now for Amber case would be Natasha. I would believe whatever Natasha say over Constant, because the only thing I see not Amber's lawyer is doing is chasing money. Because when it didn't go through her account, what did she do? She said she was chasing money and she hurt her, break her leg, right? So I guess she's going to be chasing more money at the end of the day, because they need to get right. And then right here, that says, yes, Anthony, wilding out, hurting himself. Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. Let me see what Margaret is saying. So Margaret says, she paid 117,000. She didn't tell her lawyer how much she paid for it. She could have gotten with a car for less. I guess so. I guess in her tax bracket, I guess you know that if she want to buy herself that 117,000 food or store, she can afford to do that, and that is her money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but that says there, no matter what, her money is money still matter. Mat, 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 what you call it? Marital asset. Yeah, that's it. Material assets. Material. I am tongue tied. Suzette, oh Lord, I need you up here. My tongue is twisting too much. Marital asset, yeah, that's it. Their marital asset. My goodness. All right, so the link is in the chat, guys. All right, and then Lydia says here, Anthony is acting reckless due to severe emotional pain. Yes, definitely. And I guess if he has Kendrick, Kendrick could say that that's what's happening to Anthony too. They could work. I could see where the lawyers then between Kendrick for Anthony and Natasha, I can see how they could actually help their client. better than what me see Constant and Anthony Lawyer doing, because to me it look like Anthony Lawyer says, I'm over this guy. He is just clueless. He's a big dum dum. We're assuming it's from the point on the joint account. He may have personal account at the same, but that's what I'm saying to Susan. I mentioned that too, say maybe the account that he took the money from could be a different one, but then again, knowing Anthony, when he's not in thinking straightly, he will take the money out of the wrong account. So let's hope he took it from the wrong account. But regardless, if they get a forensic accountant, then they will find whatever they're looking for. Since remember what Ben says to Anthony, Amber is not business savvy enough to look in the account to see that the money is moved. And there is trace that the money is transferred to wherever you know there is an account number when money is taken from account to the next, right? So it is what it is. Amber needs to ask her lawyer, can she get her own place? Because Amber doesn't need to go back to the Eva mansion. Oh, yes, I read that one. Let me just come down here and see what Marian's saying down here. Anthony said he wasn't going to lose his money and his wife, so they might as well stay together. He said he was trying to give her everything. Yeah, that's what he said, Marian. So let's see what happened. Thank you for that, guys. And then Master says, Sharon, I saw pedophile of Anthony on Denisha's skit. What they are showing is it okay to move into your side chick, into your marital home? That what they are showing you, right? Masa, it's not right. And they're showing us says when people are out, they does stupid and dumb thing that they become careless because of earth. And what Anthony is doing right now is carelessness in my book. But let's see what the lawyers say. Look, from when we're asking for Anthony lawyer to be speaking with him, and I don't see Anthony talking to his lawyer for a businessman. I have no idea why Anthony moving the way he is. It when Amber said to him, when Kai was smelling like gas, remember, Amber says to Anthony, get custody of the child. And did Anthony do that? No, because Anthony know how he makes his money. Maybe it's not the legal way. Maybe that is why he doesn't want anybody in his account. And Amber's willing to took Anthony back and said she forgive him. She's trying to bring up situation that joint before she took him back. They even have a renewal too. So let's see how all of these things plays into things. Amber and Anthony are making herbal decision. Yes, surely they both are making herbal decision at this time. Yep, they totally are. And because if they go in front, they have the mediation, and then they find out says, okay, Anthony bring the woman in. And Anthony, remember, Anthony told Amber, Ashana says, I'm not gonna wait around for loving. And that's exactly what he did. When she hurt him with Dave, he decided to up one on her. Right? Amber and Anthony wasn't supposed to get married at all. Okay, it's your money. However, Anthony the judge will slam you after reviewing the financial statement. Anthony's gonna get in a lot of big trouble. I hope so, because to what I'm seeing with Terry's side. So let's see what happened with Terry case. Hopefully they will go between the judge soon, and we'll get a synopsis of what's going on, and then we can compare with what's going on if Amber and Anthony's lawyer go to mediation, so we can get a better scope of what nuggets we can pick out of that. She used to go home, but what that morning she walked in and see Anthony and Denisha in her home, her bed, she didn't go back. Yes, but I need her to go back to find out that Kai, Denisha's son, has a bedroom upstairs. Maybe when she go upstairs, she maybe gonna see the bedroom and think it's for baby Kai. But then she's gonna say, but baby Kai can't sit around a big old computer desk and play games, right? And I guess somebody in the chat was there telling us yesterday that, oh, there was one journey that it's unsafe to have children, because these houses in Georgia, they have a theater room, so you don't need to put TV and gaming system in the child bedroom because that's not safe. And I think I believe that is a good aspect of saying so. Amber and attorney doesn't belong together, need a divorce ASAP. If Amber goes back to that, oh, she's going to relive all she has seen Anthony and Denisha and Anthony and Shayla. Bet it's her money, not Anthony's money, Sanita is saying. She got a car comparable to what she was already driving. And Suzette said here, in my opinion, we do not know what Anthony would have done if Amber had told him before the wedding about Wayne. We are assuming he would not have married her. Maybe he would have been hurt, and maybe, like how you want to say, face, maybe Anthony would have still married her, but she did not give him that choice. You see what they did with Denisha? She comes clean to him somewhat, but I don't think it was 100% accurate. But Denisha told him about her past. And when he asked her about if she unalived anyone, what did she do? She turned away before she answered that question, right? So we can just assume, or we can just pick up the nuggets that she did unalive somebody. And then when he looked worried, when she saw the word look on his face, she said, oh, she is playing, right? I think Amber realized it was a mistake taking Anthony back, which I didn't blame her. I'm glad Amber walked away. I would never took Anthony. That was the biggest mistake. I'm taking Anthony back yet. Thank God for you, you wouldn't do that. But in the skitland, Amber would do that because Amber did take her husband back. And then when she saw Dave, she decides, says, okay, the grass is actually, there's more man that has money is in is thing there. So let me just jump on over to Dave. My opinion. Well, that's all the writer make it as it seems, right? So I'm just saying what I'm seeing. To be honest, Anthony never really come back when Anthony forgave him. Both of them are definitely living their own lives now. Definitely, Shirley. When he came back, yes, he came back for one reason, for his money. But Anthony didn't have to go back for the money. Think about it logically. Anthony could have still stayed with Shayla and still have Ben move his money. He didn't have to go back into the house to get access to his fund. Anthony went back to Amber because he wants to go back to his wife. When he hears Sheila talking about she needs to get another baby, she them have to get a surrogacy because she don't want to ruin her body, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And Anthony said he loves his wife. And he told her that you do not, woman like Sheila, you don't marry. Woman like she, Amber, you marry. And I do believe Anthony for that. Eros said, Sharon, what you guys are saying in speculation, Amber has no upper hand in this case after the wedding for renewal. Shayla and Kai's situation went out the window. Well, Era, all I can see, I can only speak on what Amber's lawyer said. I can't speak on what I don't see, what I don't know, what I see. I'll pick out the nuggets. And Amber lawyer said it is okay for whatever Amber is doing. I would love for her to get a second opinion from a different lawyer. That's all I'm saying. Sharon, this flipping skip is a miss. Yes, it is. It definitely is a miss. Susan, who is asking for divorce? Amber, the judge has the final judgment, not the lawyer. And again, Anthony is not stupid. Yes, Anthony is stupid. He went and get money and he moved that girl into the home. Yes, Anthony is stupid right now. Era. I'm calling a spade a spade. You don't do stuff like that if you want to keep your asset. Anthony, Angela, she agree, but Anthony and Amber still doesn't belong together. We doesn't know that. The both of them are toxic. The both of them are mirror image of each other. The senator says because Anthony is the big clone and Amber is that if Anthony is the clone, Amber is the clone. Call a spade a spade. They're both doing the same thing, except she's not spending money on Dave. Amber should forget about Aunt's house. She should get money. She should put it into some cash in and forget Aunt. All right, that really. Anthony's worse than Amber now. He's stupid. All right, Sanita. Both of them are stupid if you ask me. If Amber two business prospect during the divorce proceeding, it can be part of the marital asset. She should wait. Exactly. So that is why we said Oh, anyway, let me just be quiet. Hmm. Oh, Suzette, can you come up here and be my co-host because nobody else seemed like they want to be my co-host. I put the link in. Sherman just send me a message that she have to go do something. All right. Maybe Anthony using his hidden money. He has millions in the account. It could be, but I have a feeling that's why they let us see the Wells Fargo logo because they want us to see that the money is from Wells Fargo, that he takes it from the marital. No matter where you put it, even for the hide money, it's still marital asset. No matter what they're gonna find it. I'm telling you, Anthony dig himself into the ground. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shirley, thank you for that. If they find out Anthony's eyeing dollars, he could face jail. Yes. And that would be a good lesson for Anthony right now. You are absolutely right. Let me see you guys vote on that one. You guys want them to get Natasha and Kendrick. Me too. I think those would be the best lawyers for them right now. Okay. So we get that all straight now. So now let's move the conversation over to Bethany. Bethany is are you do you guys believe Bethany is using reverse psychology on her dad and Larry because she needs sympathy? Or is she going through or withdrawal symptoms or should I say depression? Because she thinks she's gonna lose her husband. She wants to unalive herself. What do you guys think? Let's change that to Bethany now. Yeah, we're just going to move on to Bethany. And do you guys believe Brooke did a wonderful thing for Bethany? Is Bethany being manipulative right now between manipulating her dad and her husband because she needs sympathy from them? Or is she in, or is Bethany having depression? Let me just hold that. Do you believe Bethany is manipulating her dad and Larry? So we're going to hold that. And I'd like an honest opinion because it is what it is, right? She does, Bethany looks sad, but then when her brother came, she was just being mean. And I'm here saying, look, Brooklyn decided to do something wonderful for Bethany. And Bethany decided that she is going to be mean to her brother considering he shows up for her. Although they're having a legal issue because of her behavior, because she always beating up on him from they were toddlers till now. At least Craig shows up for her because he loves her and nobody wants to see she do anything dramatic or, unalive herself. And it is good to have family member over. Well, Larry cancelled his appointment with the attorney. Oh, really? Marion received that? Ooh, Bethany is very manipulative. She knows they're heading for divorce. That's why she told her that what she said. She knows she'll tell him. He'll tell Larry. Thank you, dear God Willie. That sounds good. I like that. And then Sanita says, if Amber uses the joint account to buy the car and could know just like how he knows that she's using the money to pay for the lawyer. I would use the joint account to do that. All right. Thank you, dear Susan. Welcome, my darling.
Hi.
Oh, my girl. Woo! Look,
Ah, it's been an interesting day in
it's
skit land.
Sunday. But did you enjoy the case between Libby and Terry?
Oh, I loved it. That
Yes,
was a
I
good
loved
skit
it.
this morning. That was good. And Libby is just crazy as crazy can be. But what I was laughing yesterday when Natasha was speaking with Wayne, and she
I
found
didn't
out
watch that. I didn't get to watch it.
that Libby was his girlfriend, and she was just as crazy then, and really all the stuff she's doing now. She kind of like did
Exactly.
it with Wayne. So now Natasha really knows what she's dealing with. She's dealing with a woman that's a psycho.
I wonder if Kendrick is aware of it because Libby is just out of this world. She and Genesis, seriously. When I watch Genesis kid, I just have to laugh. She opened her mouth, or, she have the same range to me as Amber. You know what I mean?
She
Because
does.
they can go to different level. And
She
I'm
does.
just loving that character. With Libby, she's just crazy.
Yeah, and I was thinking about their whoever did the makeup or whatever with the hair, because she
Yeah.
didn't cut her hair. They
No,
could have
she
done
don't
a
cut
better.
her
They
ear.
could have
I
done a
could tell
better
that it
job. That
was
was just
the
like,
makeup on there. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like they just threw that thing on. It looked
And
bad.
they paste it down. And it looks so weird, like on Star Trek,
But
like they're in
but they
some
may
kind of
have done that
alien
on
movie.
purpose, though. They may have done
Yeah.
that on
But
purpose.
it was really nice. It
It
was
was.
nice to see. Plus, they're doing, I think they're using AI too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they have
So
to.
I think that's what they did. All
Yeah,
I know that she was there snoring like crazy, right?
that
And
was funny.
Terry couldn't take it anymore. He get the little bag to put it over it like that is going to stop her from making all that
Oh my
noise.
God.
And then she was livid. That was a very funny skit. So if you guys watch Amber's skit, it's good to just go into it and find a funny skit to watch because
Yes, you
that
have
will
to.
just trump it. You know what I mean?
You have to stay sane with the skits these days. You,
You
you,
have
you
to,
have
you
to.
have
You
to
have to.
find.
The crap that we saw this morning. Well, I didn't see all of it, but with Anthony and Denisha, it is like they did the crap yesterday, so they continued it today. And I said, where are they going with this? And just let me start watching something else. And so I
Mhm.
started watching the other skits. And even someone made the comment in your on your channel yesterday that it may have been this morning, that Ben and Danielle are more interesting than
Yes,
Anthony and
somebody said
Denisha.
yes, it's true.
And
That
really,
they're more
yeah,
interesting to watch. And
they,
oh, and I didn't even get to look at that because I really want to dive into Terry's the two times lawyer and the Dalton lawyer. And right now I think the two times lawyer are the best lawyer right now in
they are.
SkitLanta.
But I would want to address real quick. I know people are upset because it's like, okay, when are the Daltons going to get into mediation? When are they going to look at Terry and Libby? It took them a while. It wasn't just like, okay, divorce and then here we go with mediation. It took them a little bit.
No, but no,
Not as long. Not as long.
no, because last month Terry just find out that Libby never signed the divorce. He signed them to her, but she never, and because she ripped it up. So
Okay.
when he found out last month, because we're just the 11th of this month now, last month when he found out, he hired Natasha.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
And
stand
look here
corrected. You're
now,
right.
they're in mediation, and Anthony has millions, millions. Maybe we have billions and we don't even know it because he's such a little liar. He just hiding, hiding, hiding.
Well, he doesn't want to get a divorce, so why should he go to his attorney and say mediation, mediation? Because he doesn't want
Mm,
to get a divorce. And look at Amber; she wants the divorce. All she's been saying for months is sign the paper, sign the paper, sign the paper. Well, Amber, if you want to initiate it, if he's not signing the paper, you could have long ago told your attorney, you know what, just forget it. The 30 days have passed. Let's go to mediation. But did she do that?
exactly,
So it makes you wonder. Okay, what are you doing? I mean, you got to
exactly,
look at everything. It's just you
exactly.
think about
So
that. She
he
could have initiated herself. She's the one that wanted the divorce.
exactly. So she could exactly. Well said, dear Susan.
I mean,
I love that. So Ellen, Sanita, Tina, Marian. Okay, we're calling out names. Whoever I knows that very well that and Nancy. So go tell Amber that she needs to talk to
that's
Constant
right.
and tell Constant to go to mediation because she wants Anthony to sign the papers.
Mm-hmm.
So now, the topic that I was raising, you see how horrible Anthony is. He doesn't want her to get 50%, but she can end up with more now
She's
because
gonna
I'm
end
really
up with more.
looking at what's going on with Terry's situation. And plus, what was the final nail in film thing there? Often it was the fact that he gave that girl the 20,000, and then plus he took her shopping,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So everything that he does have a paper trail.
And someone mentioned, and I believe it, I think he's just self-destructing. I think he doesn't care. I think he's at this point now, I'm going to just do whatever. I'm going to try to get back at Amber. And he's not thinking straight. So everything he's doing is making it worse for him. But I think he's self-destructing. It's like, I really don't care. Whatever. I really don't care. I really believe that.
I don't think he don't really care. He thinks he's having one up on Amber. But he doesn't realize that he's actually hurting himself.
Exactly. That's exactly. But it's just really bizarre. And she's walking around Dave's giraffe mansion, which is ugly. But anyway,
I know.
That's ugly. Walking around with Ernestine, who is Ernestine. You know what I think? I think they're going to write that Ernestine's going to be sick, and that's how she and Jay are going to get back together. I believe that. I don't want her sick, but I think because she's doing all that coughing, and Amber is saying go to the doctor, and I think they're going to find something, and he's going to help her. I think he's going to be helping her.
Okay, I don't really watch Ernestine's skit really, unless she's with Anthony, with Amber and Anthony. But otherwise, from that with Trey, it takes me a while. If there is nothing else to watch, then I will watch her and Trey. But I don't really, even the barbecue. I only watched the one when the chicken was flying all over, went for a fly up in the air.
That was picked it up.
You guys told me about it.
Yeah, well, Chase picked it up off the ground. Yeah, but it's still he only picked the one up that was on the aluminum foil. Remember, it wasn't on the ground. It was. You made sure it was and still threw it out because it was nasty. So
I know it, but at least it's on the aluminum foil because when I was doing the review, I'm here saying I wouldn't eat nothing off the ground because
even if it was aluminum foil, I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, and even if they didn't have any pet, you know what I mean. So it is what it is, you know. But I really would love for Amber to change lawyer because right now I do not know what Constant is going because I'm here saying it's the sound advice she's given Amber at this time.
Well, the last time she was with her, she did say, when Amber told her about Denisha, and she said, oh, we can kind of like, it was like she can work on that. She can, have a different strategy. So maybe she's not a main character, so we're not going to see her as like Natasha. That's why we see Natasha in Kendrick. Because
we all know Natasha. We all know Kendrick. Right.
So I think maybe she's working on something behind the scenes, and then we'll eventually let Amber know. But it's still going to change because Amber still hasn't been honest with her about Dave. How much time she's spending with Dave. That's why I said I think
everything is going to come on.
It might be a wash. I mean, this woman has been spending almost full time with Dave since they started sleeping together, really almost. So that's yeah.
I know.
She's coming home in the morning. That means nothing if you're spending the time with your side guy, whatever I call him. Yeah,
our lover. It's her lover, and Anthony's living and his lover come and go.
Yeah,
and then the child have a room whenever it comes. That is his room. But Anthony does have Kai. I haven't seen him with Kai lately, but Kai doesn't have a bedroom. So now I'm waiting to hear the conversation between Wayne and Anthony about what Denisha says to me. Will he disgrace her like what he does with Amber? Maybe he won't. Let's see if he will tell Wayne about her. Says, oh, she used to be a stripper, or will he not do that to her?
I think Wayne probably already knows about that, but I don't know if he'll say anything. I don't know.
But if it was Amber, no, he'll be like, okay, let's see if he does it.
Yeah.
And let's see if he does it. Because right now I'm here saying Anthony actually if he's so happy, he tells the girl he's in love with her, she have to turn away for her head and then come back and say, oh, I love you too.
Nah, you know what? That was a bunch of. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Someone said it really didn't matter to him about her background, so I don't know what his response because I didn't watch it. But we're not looking at the Anthony who was with Amber. We're looking at someone who is really, I still say
In a
this,
fairy tale.
he's having a mental crisis. He's living in
He's
his own
living in
little
a
world.
fantasy world.
Yeah, and so if it had been the Anthony that we know that lived with Amber and how he is about wife material, he wouldn't, and like he told Shayla, she's not wife material. He wouldn't even have thought he wouldn't have even entertained,
Well, he
Denisha.
didn't tell Shayla that. He tells Amber
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that Shayla
yeah, he told.
wasn't my
But I'm
wife
saying he
material.
was so had this big issue about assets. You have to be an
Yeah.
asset to me. Denisha is not an asset to him,
No, she's
and
not.
he's supposed to be this big time businessman. And okay, with her past and everything,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's what I said. We're dealing with someone who is really mentally, something's wrong with
Yeah,
them.
he
Something
definitely.
is wrong with them.
Um, for him to see, as we always say, for him to see what's happening, to see her with another man is different from hearing what Shayla says and or what Wayne said, you know what I mean? But to actually witness it, it's two different things. And that night
Well,
when he
yeah,
confessed his love for her and she did not choose him,
yeah. That's what I think.
that's what
Really,
broke him.
that's broken. He just went totally like, okay.
He's not looking at the
He
left
just went.
anymore.
He didn't
He's
show
not
like,
looking at the right. He's
no,
just looking
he's
straight ahead and just making
right.
terrible mistake as he go along.
And
But
he's helping her, and he likes that. She's letting him help, and and it makes him feel good. So that's why he's doing this stuff. But that's just an illusion. That's eventually that's gonna, that
yeah,
facade
affect
that's up
him.
there.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna,
gonna affect him really bad.
yeah. Because I think I really think her Big Kai's dad is gonna come on the scene.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hmm.
Because people can never be too happy. But I went back and watched this skit that you guys were showing me this morning. Says, you know what, Sharon? When she told Anthony about when Anthony asked her, she analyzed people what Antoinette said. I went back and I looked at it again, and Anthony said he wasn't looking at her; he was looking away. You notice every time these characters supposed to see expression, read the body
Hmm.
language, read the room,
Hmm.
he looked away, and then she turned around and said, "Oh, I'm just kidding."
Yeah, right.
But you saw that look in her face that yes, she has that analyzed
He
people.
has, and you
Yeah,
know what? Everyone keeps saying, not everyone, but I'm seeing a lot of comments. Oh, Anthony is happy. No, that man is not
no,
happy.
he's not happy.
If you really look at it, yeah, he's putting on this show that he's happy with her. You see the scenes together, but when they show him, you see the expressions on his face that he is not happy. He's just putting on a show
A
because
facade.
this is all he has right now. So he's just putting, just like you cannot convince me that Amber is 100% happy. She's not. She's
No,
not. That's just a facade. She's all giddy and stuff because of the sex and everything. Really, let's just be honest. It's because of the sex.
yeah,
And but she knows it as even as a character, she knows and has felt the God in her. God lives in
yeah,
her. And she knows deep down that he's not pleased with her. So how can you be
yeah,
really happy when you know God is not pleased with you if you are a
exactly.
believer? And you can tell. She's just putting on a show too, because otherwise she wouldn't be all upset about Anthony and Denisha, even though she's trying to say it doesn't
She's
bother
happy.
her, but it does.
It does bother her. It does bother her. Because you know what? You see, if Anthony had fought for her that night, he was trying to fight for her. And because of Ernestine and Dave, she says, go home. But
Yep.
instead of him go home, what did he do? He went to
He went
Denisha.
to Denisha, who would
And then
comfort
he
her.
was on his knees with her
Mhm.
because he
Mhm.
was broken. And a broken person does the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. The two of them are broken people. That's all I can say. They
they
both
are.
need
That's why they need to heal.
they need help. And
Mhm.
hurt people. So
Mhm.
right now the same thing with Bethany and Larry.
Oh,
Larry, it looked like he checked out from the marriage
he,
and he was contemplating divorcing her, maybe to serve her the paper. Maybe he will after
Mhm.
today. But all I know is that Brooklyn lie down in the bed and she said, you know something, let me do something nice for Bethany, her
Which
stepmom. That
was
was
nice.
really
That
a
was a
nice
nice
gesture.
gesture. That was
I
a
love
nice
that.
gesture.
You know,
Yeah.
so she bring the family, although she know her mom and Lynette wouldn't come,
Mhm.
but at least she try. She want the family to get together, you know? And then I'm here wondering, do you think Bethany has manipulated her dad and
Yes.
Larry to say that she's gonna unalive herself?
Without a shadow of a doubt, Sharon, that woman is the biggest. She is the biggest manipulator on Skitland. Bethany Williams.
Okay, and
Okay,
then
who puts
okay.
in this little? She knows that she's losing her husband, and
Mm-hmm.
she's trying to do whatever she can. Bethany is full of it. Don't let her fool you. I'm
Okay.
not saying that she's a bad person. I mean, like, but she is the big time manipulator. She's worse than people call Anthony a narcissist. Bethany is a worse narcissist than Anthony. Anthony has nothing on Bethany. Like, seriously, she knows what she's doing. She knows
Okay.
because just watch. Larry's gonna be all attentive for about a week or whatever, taking care of her and stuff, and she's gonna love it. And then something's gonna tick her off, and you know it's coming.
Well, it
She's
already
gonna
think
go
her
off.
off. Her brother is there.
Well, her brother was there. That's what I'm saying. If it was so real that she was all, oh, I'm just, oh, blah, blah, blah. Why your brother walk in the door and then you're mad and then you get right and went off on the brother? Come on now.
And Brooklyn, the family have to say, come on, Bentley. And you know, that was so nice of Greg to come for his sister. He loves this sister, you know.
He
But
does. He
he
said, well,
doesn't like
you're still
her
my
horrible
sister.
ways that she have, you know.
That's what siblings. I mean, when my siblings were here, I mean, we fought and stuff, but at the end of the day, I probably, a couple of them couldn't stand them. Those were
Yeah,
the, but at the end of the day, if someone mess with my sibling, you better believe I'll be right there with them. And I love my
definitely.
siblings.
I
that's the,
know.
that's the family dynamic. It happens. But I was like, Bethany, come on, give Greg a break. He's trying to. Greg did not have to come over there. He really
Exactly. He
didn't.
didn't, but he
And he's
shows
showing her
us
he
because
loves his sister, his big sister.
yeah,
He
he
does.
doesn't want her to do the unthinkable. And then I
Mhm.
was thinking if that's a nugget, if Bethany not, if this is her way of not coming back into the show, if it's something permanent she's doing with that major network. So I'm here wondering if they're gonna let she analyze herself that way she don't
Oh
come back.
no, no,
So
she's
I
not.
hope they don't do that. That
They're
is
not
will
doing that.
be very, very yeah,
Mm-mm.
that would be very sad if that happened. And I think that would devastate Brooklyn because you see, she get up and she's thinking of ways to make her stepmom happy, you know, and that was really nice. So I'm here have to wonder what they're showing us that Bethany has the eating problem and she got up early in the night to go eat.
But it also shows that Bethany, no matter what size, she's lost. The actress has lost, I think, almost over 100 pounds or whatever, because
Yes,
she was huge. She
because
was
I went back to
big.
look at her old
And
picture.
that's
It
great for
looks
her
really
health.
good.
But looking at Beth, sometimes people who lose a lot of weight, and she may be struggling with this in real life, they they don't see themselves as that smaller person because she's
Mhm.
lost all that weight. She may be still seeing herself as the really big Bethany.
Yeah.
And so when Shara talks about her, which I mean, she talks about Shara, so all they're doing is just start going back and forth. But she probably still looks in the mirror and sees this other person. So
Yeah.
that's why really should. I think she needs the character go to counseling because she has
Yeah, she does. She
first of all,
needs
she has anger
counseling.
issues. We know she has anger
Yeah,
issues,
she does.
but she also has self-image issues. She really needs because she's a beautiful woman. I mean,
Yeah, she is.
she is, and then
And she
just
can
because
dance
she's
pretty
that
nice. Have you
weight,
seen her
I mean,
dance?
she's a nice size. I mean, I'm PS, I'm plus size. I'm trying to, but you gotta love yourself. And you have to love yourself. And she's
Yeah,
lost,
you
but
have
she
to.
may not like she's big bone, just like her dad said. Our family is big. You'll never be this little
Exactly.
tiny person.
In my family, I used to be like this.
Hmm.
I know after the kids, them, I'm coming up in age. We just look, one day, we just look at myself
Kids
and
and
we just look,
hormones.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, so me understand and I love to eat my sweets. and all those salty things. Now I can't eat no more salty things because of issues I'm having
Yeah.
now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I have to be careful now. But those are the nice, delicious things that I enjoy eating. So what am I gonna eat now? Things that don't taste good? Oh my goodness. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so we talk about Brooklyn. Well, I hope that they do change Bethany character, but then they bring Charlotte in, and Charlotte is just
Oh,
as worse as
she's worse
Bethany.
than Bethany.
Yeah, she is horrible to the core. Bethany is multi, and she, you know what I mean. But that girl have action behind her wickedness and her wicked ways.
I just wish they would stop all the with the racist stuff
Yeah,
coming from both sides. I don't like that. Now
no,
that
I don't like
you
that
know, and
either.
talking about ghetto trash and all this stuff.
Yeah, I
I don't
don't
like
like that either.
that.
But it's
Mm-mm.
actually happened for real, I guess.
It does.
When I
It
was in
does.
the States in Atlanta, I went to Atlanta. I never experienced anything like that. I was in Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
Carolina. I went to Jersey. I didn't experience any of that. You know what I mean? So, but I do see it. But here, when I was younger in Canada, I did experience that. But it just
Yeah.
fall off my back. You know?
It unfortunately, especially in the good old USA, it still happens. It doesn't matter where you live. It still
Mm,
happens. So you just have to just be careful and yeah. Anyway, back to
yeah.
the skits.
Back to the skit. I'm really sorry. So my condolences to the little boy that lost his life. I don't remember his name. On July 4th, went out with
Oh
his
no,
friend.
I forgot
Yeah,
his
yes.
yeah,
My condolences to his and his
right.
family
That
for,
that
for his
that
family.
story
Yeah,
is that's not over. They're gonna find out really what happened
yeah.
to that
I
young
saw
man.
it today, and that was really, really sad. So I just want to bring
Hmm.
awareness that we just have to be careful, you know.
Yeah, you do. You have to be
Mm.
careful and know
And
who your friends are.
yeah, and then Larry says Larry canceled his appointment with the divorce attorney. Woo!
Yes, he did. You know, he I saw that today. I'm like, Larry, for real, you could have at least just had the appointment and then just wait to see if Bethany is really gonna do, but he went and he felt guilty. He just
The
Larry.
man them and the skit. You notice the men and the skit is so they are simp except for Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's not fair though. Why is it Amber writing the skit when she can take falls, but Wayne writing and he always wins? That make no sense to me.
Well,
And
it's called I Am the Creator. And I can do what
okay,
I
I
want. It's
am the
my
creator.
show.
But regardless if it's your show, you have to take some hit for it to
Oh.
be reason, you know what I mean, for it to be balanced, little balance here, Wayne.
Well,
But
there should
anyway,
the character
but I
should get the karma. His
yeah,
character,
he
not
does.
Wayne the man, but his character should get
Yeah,
karma.
his
He's never
character.
really
We're
gotten
talking
karma.
about the character because we're
Ugh.
reviewing the character, right?
Mhm.
And we are just speaking on
I don't know if there are any new.
because we're just speaking, we're just stating that the content is for commentary use, and we use it for discussion and comparison and education and entertainment purposes. While while we understand what the characters are doing, you know what I mean? We just compare notes, we chit chat, and we have fun with these characters. That's why it's good to just watch it. We come back. If I do have a video, I will show a piece of it, or we just speak on what we know. If you guys see something that drop and I don't have it, just let we know about it and we can speak on it also. So now with Amber, we're gonna jump back to Amber now and Ernestine.
Mhm.
So Sharon, no mediation for the Dalton is disgusting, she said. I must have said. All right.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, maybe not, but we'll
I don't
see.
know. Yeah.
We will see if it's really coming. Honestly, we will see. Because that is something else, all I can tell you. And then now we have Ernestine and Amber. So now, my question to you and the audience, Suzette. Amber is complaining that Wayne make Delicia the lead.
Yeah, I saw
Did
that.
she wants to be the lead, or do you think Amber should be the lead, or Tamara be the lead?
You know,
Or did
actually,
Wayne make the right decision?
Actually, I think Wayne made the right decision because of all the women. Even though
Mhm.
Delisha is having this, affair or whatever with Amon. Clearly, she says she loves him, but she likes that $15,000 a month as well. And her
Exactly.
house that she's in, we found out he's paying for that too.
Yeah, he's
So
paying for
she's
that.
a gold digger at heart. She's still a gold digger.
Yeah,
But
she
I
is.
think as far as leadership, because she hasn't been really involved with Wayne as far as a romantic. All the other women have, as with the exception of Shayla. And I think she kind of understands him a little better, and she doesn't have any like emotional at this point ties with him. And I think she, for all along, she's been thinking more so than Amber like a businesswoman.
Yeah.
That's what she's trying to let the other women know. Hey, this is a business, guys. Let's just
Get
get
the
all
money
this
and
other
move
stuff out
on.
of the way, business, make our bag. And that's what she's always been about. So
Yeah.
I was not surprised that he made her the leader or whatever.
The
The
lead, yeah.
lead. I was not surprised that he did.
Yeah.
Now he may have an ulterior motive for doing that.
Yes.
I think he
Oh, you
does,
know you
but
have ways to.
I can see of all the other women, I can see, because Tamara's still all emotionally involved with Wayne. How can you be the lead and stick to business when you can't stick to business? She's
Yeah,
proven
because
that.
she'll get in her feelings and fire Lauren, right?
And
So
even with
that's a no-no.
Amber
And
tends to get in her feelings as well. So
yeah,
she,
and Amber is in her feelings. Amber not thinking clearly, but I think Amber would have been a great lead because she have the leadership skill.
well, she
But
does.
then
She does.
I think she could have been a great asset as the leader of the podcast. But he didn't choose her, and I know why he didn't choose her because of
Mhm.
he's in his feeling. That is why
Right.
he
And
gave
that's
it
what I'm saying.
to.
That's why she shouldn't have
Yeah,
been a lead. Because if he had made her the lead, there'd still be issues with emotionally between the two of them, and that she's with Dave or whatever. So I think at this
he
time,
made the
Delisha is
right
probably
choice
the
with
right choice at
Denisha.
this time.
Delicia. Me always I get the two names that mix up. Denisha, Delicia.
Oh, don't get those two mixed up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the past worse than the Dalton. So guys, put a thumbs up in the chat if you think Wayne make the worst decision ever in making Delicia the lead instead of Amber. And I think I will poll it also. Do you believe Wayne made the worst decision making Delicia the lead in the podcast? Okay, so let me poll this. All right. So we are gonna poll it. So you guys says yes for the other poll that we run. 94%. Let me see, what did I poll? Do you believe Bethany is manipulating? And you guys,
93% said yes.
yeah, 94% says
Yes, she
yes, that's the
is.
best. So I have to ask you guys, because she's fooling me because I'm there looking at her and say, oh my goodness, this poor little lady. Do you believe? I'm gonna put this up so I can see because I can't see. Do you believe Wayne made the worst decision making?
Yeah, thanks God.
Okay, so Delicia.
There was something that I was looking at
Mm-hmm,
the comments. I can't find
mm-hmm,
it. And I thought it was interesting. I think it was from
mm-hmm.
Sabrina. Um, about Amber.
What did she say?
I'm looking for it. I can't find it now. I think basically what she was saying, and I wish, and if it wasn't Sabrina, please correct me, Sabrina. When you something about Amber wants both Anthony and Dave.
Who said that?
I think it was Sabrina. I have to look. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I can't find it now. Darn. I can't find it. And I wouldn't be surprised because I think I think she still wants Anthony, but she likes that sex with Dave.
Yeah.
And when that sex will wear out, when that wears out, then okay, what do you have?
But you know something. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the comment. Okay, if somebody what Suzette said, me too, Suzette. I have loved myself at my current weight and when I lost weight. Okay. All right, Sabrina, that sounds good.
Darn it.
All right. I am okay. So can you put back your comment in the chat for us?
If that was you, Sabrina.
If it's you, Sabrina.
Oh God, I can't find it.
I'm looking for it, but I don't see it.
Well, maybe it wasn't her. It was on there, I know.
Whoever said it, please put it in the chat for us. All right, so you guys put it in the chat. Who is the best lead? Somebody, Sharon, no mediation for the Dalton. All right, so let me double check and see what we're voting.
I think they're going through mediation. Because that's what we're going to get some good scenes. That's what we want. We want them to go through mediation because we want to see like it was with Libby and Terry today with the woman at the table.
You know what? Even when they go to mediation, I don't honestly, guys. I don't think we're getting no divorce from the Daltons. Honestly.
Now, Sharon, are you sure? Now you're like me.
I don't look at it
like, well, maybe not. Maybe not.
No, because
it's hard to tell right now.
Today, when I saw him give her that 50,000, I have to be serious. And he's going to not the 20,000, and then he's going to tell her, oh, he loves her. Then I said, sign the paper. Just sign the paper. And I'm ready for the mediation scene, seriously. And I'm still, although I know that I want that, I want to see what God planned as. I want to see the divorce, go their separate ways, see that the grass is not greener on the other side. And if they're meant to be together, hopefully they can become friends. But let's see what that does. I really want to see the lawyer. So we have, is a possibility Daniel Benny's on his way back to Atlanta. I didn't get to watch that skit, but I know that he's on his way back. We are going to join Charmaine and defense. Oh, Lydia got on defense now.
Well, yeah, because you know it's going back.
Lydia is on defense.
It was so you could clearly see God has a plan, but it seemed like I don't know if Wayne is just playing with us, and
exactly
that threw a lot of people yesterday when Delisha made that bogus prayer.
Yes,
a lot of. I was not surprised, but a lot of people were upset about that. They were upset.
I scroll down, Sabrina, I don't see the thing.
Well,
Lydia, I scroll all the way down and I just see that.
I know I saw it, unless because I was going to say something and I should have said something when okay, well, it'll come up. It'll be there.
I said Amber doesn't want to divorce Anthony. She still wants to go in between both of them.
That's what that was.
That's it.
Was that Sabrina?
Yeah, Sabrina.
Okay.
And you know I think so too.
I believe her. At this time, she's loving that sex. And once she's done with the sex, I think Anthony, watch, and it's gonna come out. Watch, because a lot of people I've been kind of going to different channels and stuff, and people really think there's going to be something going on that's going to happen. They're going to cross that line.
Yeah, they're going to cross that line. I think they will.
Too much tension.
Yeah, I know they're going to cross the line. I know that for sure. That is why. And Sabrina and Lydia, I am not going on no fence with Charmaine. So you guys can continue being on the fence.
I'm still team
and I'm sticking to it. I want them to cross that line. I do not know how they're gonna do it, but I know they're gonna do it.
It won't be in that nasty mansion.
I'm right. Just kidding.
I don't even want her to go back into that nasty mansion.
No.
It's all dark. No. Denisha's in there. Have you noticed the atmosphere in that mansion has changed?
Yes, you've been telling me that. And Anthony is saying, she make his home a home. Which part?
No.
I think they did
that on purpose too. I think they did something with the lighting in that place. Because they're
Okay.
just like they showed us the picture at Dave's house in the closet with the skeleton. It was a
No,
symbol.
that was going up the stairs. That wasn't in the closet, darling.
It
That
was
was
the
right
stairs.
up the
Right,
stairs.
up the stairs.
Yeah.
And just like they showed us that there was some kind of symbolism, and I think they're showing a symbolism in this Dalton mansion that is kind of like a little. It's kind of dark. It's not. And I
Mm.
think yeah, because they can do that. So anyway,
And then Era says, Amber is still calling Anthony my husband.
well he is. He is her husband. Dave
Yeah.
is her little boyfriend, and Anthony is her husband.
Yeah, they may not even call him our boyfriend. He's our lover.
Mm.
Uh, we have to say it correctly. And Anthony is with fame lover, Denisha. But when I understand how Denisha can feel so comfortable knowing that the man isn't divorced. How does she feel comfortable? Anthony get her son a bedroom. He's treating her son like it's his son. So what is he doing with her? It's like say him forget that him have his son. And I remember what you said to me. So you know, Sharon, he is blaming. Hold on. I believe that Anil said it correct. Once you take a side, you become biased.
Mhm.
Once you take a
Yeah,
side, you become biased.
he's with Denisha. She's first of all, she's being very selfish. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
she
just put
is.
it out there. She's being very selfish. If she was just, and we know she's about the bag. She does
Yeah.
not love Anthony. She appreciates what he's doing for her, but she does not love this man. She is
No, she
tolerating.
doesn't.
She is tolerating this man, and she's
Yeah,
been
she is.
conditioned to tolerate men because of
Yeah.
who her life was. But the thing is, what where she's making, if it was just her, then okay. I mean, she shouldn't be doing it anyway, but she has brought her impressionable son into this mess. So what happens if Anthony gets upset? He can just like hey, look at Ralphie's baby's mama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good correlation to
Her
them
he
also.
was supposed to be her fiance. He got mad at her son and he kicked both of them out. So you don't think
Exactly.
now the little boy
No,
they don't have the
were
little.
they married? I thought they were married.
No, they're engaged. They were engaged. They weren't married. He kicked her
Oh,
out. So what makes you think that Anthony, when he gets into one of his moves or whatever, because he's already crazy and whatever, he can kick Denisha out
exactly.
and
What?
her son. So that's what I'm saying. White woman, you have your own condo. Okay, if you want to stay overnight with him, which you shouldn't be, but if you want to do that, okay, but don't bring your son in.
No, don't bring the
And
kid. Leave
now
the
you
kid at
have this
home.
little boy who's impressionable. He's seen this big mansion. He's seen a room for himself. He doesn't even know the man is married. Whether that would dawn on him because he's 13, well, no, he probably would understand. He would understand.
Yeah.
You're bringing this man, your little one. That's selfishness to the core. That's why I have no.
It is. It
First of
is.
all, the character. I don't have any respect for the character because she's doing what she's doing with a married man. Okay, but then,
Exactly.
but blatantly bringing your little one into the
Yeah, it's
situation,
true.
that's not right.
And
And then, like
remember,
I
she
said, Anthony
said,
can kick her out, or when Amber takes that house and they're evicted, where's she gonna go? She better keep that condo.
"Oh, hi there, Auntie Riri." Auntie Riri says,
Oh,
"Hi, Sharon and Susan. I'm out making errands and catching up on commentary from my
oh,
colleagues. Couldn't answer earlier. You look young, lady. You're looking young, lady."
yes, you are.
Yes, me call her, but Auntie Riri always busy. She not, me not call her again.
Oh
You
God.
hear me say me not call you again until you come. Me come and not call you again. You
You
have
know,
me, Susan?
what's funny is that I'll just say it. Your channel and Auntie Riri channel, I'm just gonna be honest. You're my favorite channels. So when I'm in your review on your channel, sometimes when I'm not up and I see the notification flashing, I will jump to Auntie Riri's. I'll just stay a little bit, then I jump back to yours.
Okay,
Man, like your two
okay. At
channels,
least
you
you're
guys are the
sharing us, so
best.
that's
There
good.
are others that are really good. I mean, they
Yes.
are, but you have your favorites.
Yeah, I know. Thank you guys for the love. I'm gonna love Auntie Riri too because when I'm off, you know that I'm always over at O'Neill's. And then when O'Neill's finish, I'm
Oh,
see Riri because I'm getting the notification from everybody.
I
And
know.
I just jump over to Auntie Riri and I say, all right, me will comment and thing, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
listen to Auntie Riri for a bit, but me still have other things to do, you know what I mean? And then I'll let it run and then me just do what me have to do. Sometimes I'm in the comment, but if I'm busy, at least it's plain and I could still hear what she's saying, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I forget and I just click off and that's it when I'm in the back studio doing what I have to do. Thank you, Auntie Riri. And I never trusted the Wolfman Dave from the first time I saw him. I saw a dark shadow around him. That's what St. Michael says.
Well,
And
I
you know
told you about that
something?
basement,
Yeah.
that red basement.
Well, I don't mind the basement. You know
It
why?
just looked evil.
I'm
It just
going to tell you guys. I read a lot of exotic books, right? I read
Mhm.
every book. And that is why I learn a lot about the dominatrix and whatever.
Oh my goodness.
So if his basement want to be like that, I hope they have all that swings and whatever. And Amber can just bring onto the over for the fun of it.
Maybe she should.
Oh Lord, but they join in the fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Sabrina, plus I even watched the movie, what you call it, The 50 Shade of Grey. I
Yeah, I
watched
did
that
too.
movie, I read the book, and I think the book was very better than the
It
movie. You know,
was.
every time, yeah, it's really nice. So
Well,
I read,
I always talk about chemistry. The actors that played in the 50 Shades of Grey. I was in the
yeah,
theater with my girlfriends. I went to sleep. I said, "This is so boring." They were like, "Suzette, how can you sleep through these sexy?" I said, "This is boring to me. They have no chemistry because I'm really into the acting
but
and
it's because I
everything."
read the book. So when I'm looking, you know what, the best thing to do, don't read the book first. The best thing to do is see the movie first, then read the book. Because if
You
you
will be
read
just
that book first and you go to watch the movie, you'll be so disappointed. You know what I mean? Watch the movie first and then read the book. Yeah,
okay.
but you know me, I don't mind. If my kids don't watch something, I always want to know what's gonna happen, and they won't tell me. And I said, but if they tell me, it's no big deal because nobody taking away my joy because I'm watching, and I
Mhm.
can even sit there and watch a movie, and I could actually tell you what's gonna happen next. So exactly how me think it gonna happen. It happen. You know what I mean? But it's really nice, you know.
Mhm.
Oh boy! But you know, I wish they would hurry up with God as a plan because I'm dying to see what God plan is, why we need to trust the process. And because of that, Lydia and Sabrina and Charmaine, I decided that I am going to trust the process to see what in store for the Daltons. Are they going to be severed and let them go their separate way, be healed, but or they going to be healed if, hold on there, somebody's at my door, 1 second. It's summertime. I forget. Look like I have to go get. Everybody is coming to do driveway sealing.
Mhm.
And honestly, I have somebody did it. I think last year, but this year I don't know if I can go to Candy and Tire buy the sealer and let somebody just paint it. My son just paint it. Do you know?
Mhm.
Or to buy it because I always buy the big, and the neighbor can just do it both of our side. Yeah. Okay. I apologize for that. So Sabrina says, "How can you sleep in another woman bed, matrimonial bed and marital bed? Amber still has a key to the home. I couldn't live like that." And you're absolutely right there, Auntie Riri. And then that says, Sue said, "I agree. Denisha and her son will have to vacate the home. The child will be broken hearted." Yes, that is why Amber can go home anytime she wants to. Auntie Riri said, "No, you can. You call during my busy time." Okay, Auntie Riri. Mhm. But Auntie Riri, after you're busy, you can call me back. Me not speaking. Me not speaking.
And
Just kidding. I
Sherman is
understand.
joined. Sherman is joined, but she says she'll stay in the chat. In the chat,
Who is in the chat?
Charmin.
Charmaine. Oh, hi there, Charmaine. I didn't see that you're in the chat. Hi, Sharon. I'm just getting back home. I'm just staying in the chat. Okay, that's fine. And Auntie Riri says, "Oh, so sweet, Suzette, because you come to both of us. No, me and O'Neill corrupt. No, me and
No, you're
believe
not corrupt. O'Neill is just too funny. Both of
I
you
know they are. So
know,
really, him broke you out like me to way. Oh my goodness, we all waiting on the plan. LOL. I know I am still waiting on the plan to see what the plan is. That is so Riri, what do you think? The lawyers versus. So I'm here asking, are all the lawyers in SkitLanta practice the same law? Because Amber lawyer says one thing, Anthony lawyer says one thing, and look at what Terry's and Libby's lawyer doing. I see progress, and I don't see no progress with Anthony lawyer. I know that Anthony lawyer says they're going to drag it out, but does she? She's waiting on Amber to run out of funds. But does she knows, as Charmaine says, does she know that Amber is using Anthony monies to pay the lawyer? So that means she can pull it and run it out, all drag it out all the way till 3 years now. But if Amber really, as Suzette said, if Amber really wanted that divorce, she can just tell her lawyer, go to mediation, right? But I guess that scamming lawyer going to pull it, drag it out too, because the more longer she make more money, right? And we're all waiting on the plan, LOL. Exactly. We are all waiting on the plan. And really, forever. And Tina says, I hope the plan Amber and Anthony doesn't get back together. Go there. Say, you know what, Tina and Stanita, I am really sorry to say, if they ever get back together, what are you guys gonna do? What are you guys gonna do? That's what I'm asking. That's why I
Mhm.
have to stay neutral. No matter how you love them, call as
Mhm.
say. Don't be one-sided. Charmaine says, me too late. I'm only reading the title. Susan said. Charmaine, I'm gonna read she I'm gonna go in the comment section. No, she can't deal with it.
I know.
Oh Lord, Team Amber and Dave all the way. Annie says, okay, Annie. Okay. Okay, so what if Annie? Oh, may I have to put on Annie too. So there is Annie, so we have to remember. Okay, Suzette. So we have Annie, we have Tina, we have Nancy, we have Eklin, we have quite a few that are all, I think 99% of our chat family is for Amber alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do not really think that Anthony has feelings to that they're both doing the same thing. You understand?
Mhm.
Because I don't think Amber remember that she's a married woman still. And right now, Anthony is pouring into Delicia, even handing her money, because what Anthony does best, Anthony give people money.
Give people
What does
money.
Wayne does best? Wayne give people money. But you know what? I can't wait for. Dan went back to Miami. He is back in Miami. He
Mhm.
says he's going to plan his tragedy. And I can't wait for what is he going to do next, because somebody thinks that he's going to go away quietly and make Lauren go off in the sunset to be with Wayne. And I can't wait for Tamira to find out. And I want to see what Tamira gonna do. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of if. And I would love for Delicia to really tell Shayla about her. But then again, the friend says, you're not sleeping in the money van. So make them find it on their own. And
Right.
Delicia
Her
lied.
friend has wisdom.
She
Let them
kept she kept quiet. She didn't tell the friend that she's sleeping with her friend, man, because the friend
Mhm.
says you're not sleeping with anybody, man. So that shows me Delicia didn't tell her that she's sleeping with her friend,
Mhm.
man,
Mhm.
which is,
That's her friend that said that powerful prayer, isn't it?
yes, that's the friend that said the powerful prayer. And then
Well,
she
they
asked,
still believe in prayer in KKW. Is sometimes I don't. We it doesn't look like it, but but they do. Real prayer, not thanking God for a
Exactly.
married man.
I know. And then Charmaine said here, God plans are never in our time or work in the way we want it. And
Right.
Charmaine is absolutely right. And said, did I reach Saint Michael said the situationship are promoted on Country Wayne, but not divorce. Only okay, so the situationship is and exactly Team Amber and Team Dave. And then Auntie Riri say, I Sharman and Tina and chat. Okay, I dear you Suzette the sweet
Oh
one.
no.
We will stop watching. Really? You will not stop watching. Anyhow, we find out, you guys, we all will find out if they've remember that skit. I wish I did have a screenshot of this. I don't even know if I deleted. I think I had a screenshot. Maybe it's in my phone though. I can't even bother go upload it. But that skeleton that is on the man's shoulder, that is a significant that they showed us. Right, guys? So
Mhm.
remember when I was in Auntie Riri thing, I said to Auntie Riri, Dave has bone in his closet. And I even say it on here too. And then guess what? A few days later, they're showing us the bone on top of a man's shoulder going up the stairs. So now, is he worse than Anthony?
Oh
That's
yeah.
I don't know. I am just stating
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
guys. They're showing us a nugget, and the nugget is a skeleton and in a portrait, but it have significant. Just like how they shows us the money from the envelope this morning, that was also a nugget that
Mhm.
Anthony went to Wells Fargo to get the money for
Get
the
the
nation.
money.
Anthony was not thinking clearly. So now, when is the situation gonna start? So, are you guys going to still love Dave when you guys find out if Dave is only with? I'm just saying this. I'm just thinking outside the box, guys. You know how I do it.
Mhm.
I'll be the devil's advocate as usual. I'm just speculating now. But sometimes you have to think out the box just in case the writer go that way. You don't be surprised, right?
Mhm.
What if Dave it's only with Hamburg. Yes, he has this money. You know that rich people likes to have money. They
Mhm.
have their money, but they like to have yours too, right?
Right.
What if he's really with her for her money too? I'm just saying it. I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but somebody said it a while back in our chat. I don't remember which one of you guys said it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe you guys are onto something because a while back somebody said, Sharon, rewind that tape near to the end. You will, no, to the beginning when Amber went to complain to him about Anthony. He was on the phone and says he missed some payments or something, or he was short
Mhm.
for a
Mhm.
month or whatever. So now, does does Dave have a gambling problem? Hmm.
I don't know. But there is something out there.
But there is something.
There is something because his character. I don't care what people say. It's my opinion. I'm sorry, guys. I do care what you
That's
say.
my opinion.
It's
It's
my
nothing
opinion. Let
that
me stop.
we have
Let
to
me
know
stop
yet, but
saying that.
something
I
isn't right.
apologize.
We
My
just have to think
opinion.
outside the box.
Right. My opinion. Dave showed his true colors. First of all, he used everything Amber was saying about her husband, which was stupid, and
Hmm.
he just he said everything that she knew. He knew that she wanted her husband to say. So that's how he kind of like started getting her. And then he started talking about God because he knows that she's into God or was into God. But what really nailed nailed it in the coffin for me about Dave. I didn't like him anyway, but is the fact that
Yeah.
you have you knowingly know that this woman is vulnerable, and you decide, even though Amber's threw herself on him, he did not have to make that decision to sleep with her, and then you're
No.
going to still sleep with her, and then you're going to have this woman live in your house, like might as well say full time, and then you're going to tell this woman when she's that don't care don't say don't care about what the outside said when you know that your mom, who is a woman of God, has given a word to your mama does not play. He knows his mama does not play, even though it's in character. He knows that. So you're telling her, oh, just disregard whatever, basically disregard. That tells you the kind of man he is, and that tells you that he can do anything. I wouldn't put it past. I'm serious. It's just something about him, that character, that, and it's not because it's Amber or whatever, but it's something about him. It's just little things that are picking up, and the fact that he would also, his relationship with Melissa says a lot too. So you don't really care about respecting women. You're gonna have Melissa when you're tired of other women. Melissa is just there for you. So you really don't care about women. Not really. You don't respect women because you wouldn't even be doing Melissa like that. And knowing that Melissa he knew Melissa loves him, likes him, or whatever. He knows that. And he's just using that. But he needs Melissa because I'm still saying Melissa is the brains behind his business.
But he fired her for Amber, so let's see. All right, so
for now.
Well, he said she is fired. Hold on, let me take some comment. So Charmaine said, that is why I'm on the fence, because when Amber left that door open, I had diarrhea. I remember Charmaine was telling us about that. Charmaine take it too serious because she went into a meltdown. And Sharon, that's all Anthony have to give money, nothing else. And he says, I don't care. We are Amber fans. Never like to see a man treat a woman like this.
And that's the way David's treating Amber, as quiet as it kept, ladies. He's doing the same thing that Anthony has been doing, but he's doing it a different way. Let's just be real. He is.
Yeah, and then I want them to remain married, or if necessary, remarried. I want them to be okay. And I view the skit when the Daltons are doing with friends. They look good together. Yes, I do love them. Oh, you're my bestie now. Look how my bestie are gonna come at me now. Sharon, it's happening. Travis is coming to Atlanta to have a double date with Delicia and King.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
I know. Let me know. I will premiere that one when I see it. Thank you, Eklin. I thought Eklin was gonna come at me tonight. I said, Sharon, what you saying? And most of the woman in the skit is for the money, and I lie. That's what Sanita says. And Sanita is laughing. Yeah, true. But what we're saying is this. They're talking about God as a plan. So I really need to see what this God plan has to do.
Yeah.
Amber did forgive her husband. That we have to remember. He was forgiven.
Yes, she is.
And when he was forgiven, and they did the vow renewals, and he promised now in the bathroom that he will give her a bigger and better ring.
That was a nugget.
So we hear all of that. So at the end of the day, I am going to still trust in God's plan to see where it leads. Will it be the divorce? Because right now, Anthony has lost his cotton picking mind and says he's in love. All right. And Lydia says, guys, that wow, family, likes are still low. Please hit the like button, chat family. Seriously? Seriously, but that's hard. Let me just let's see. Let me just see how many likes we have so I can report on it. I have to refresh this screen so I can see how many likes we have. Let me see here. So we have 38 likes. Only 38 likes? Oh my goodness. Only 38 likes we have, darling. All right then. So we have 38 likes. So please hit the like button. We have 50 watching. 50 watching. Can you please hit the like button? And for the 38 of you that hit the like button, thank you very much. I really appreciate. Me and Suzette both appreciate it, and the other 38 people appreciate it.
Well, Auntie Riri says she can come up if you need her to.
Oh, of course.
She's back in her car.
Okay.
I don't know how old it is. I'm looking at I think she just wrote this.
Okay, so let me put a comment. All right, let me hear what Auntie Riri has to say.
Yeah, she's all
So
she
we,
cracks me
oh,
up.
there, I'm not in the right spot. I almost click off to end the live. Okay, there you go. All right, Auntie Riri would like to hear what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
So team divorce, Anita says. Okay, Sanita. Hi dear Auntie Riri, Susan. Sham, I think I'm up too far. I'm coming down. I'm coming down. I think I saw something about, let me see, Travis and King about to be in Atlanta, a double date. Yeah. And Charmin is laughing. I
We
think
need
most
some
people out here is Auntie Riri. Awesome. Hi there, Auntie Riri. Let me hear what you have to say. Hi there, Auntie Riri. Let me relax now. I'm waiting for the wisdom.
Hey,
I wish.
beautiful ladies.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Good. Y'all talking about Dave? Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah,
Dave.
what do you think about Dave, Auntie Riri?
Honestly, Auntie Riri,
I
you
still,
don't mess.
I still think the jury's out on him. I think he'll be honest. Him and if you think about it, Anthony and Denisha are a lot alike, where they'll basically give information up front. I think in some cases, Denisha more so. But with Dave gonna tell the truth, but he gonna wait for you to ask the right question, if that makes sense.
Yes,
He's
and
not
then
gonna
he will
pro.
answer it.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like there are a lot more skeletons in his closet than we
Yes,
know about.
I totally
And his
agree with
mother
that.
feels like I think his mother feels like he's easily tempted too. That's why she doesn't want Amber, like the spirit of Anthony or whatever, the husband, but she
Yes.
wants Amber to move in her own place too, because I think she knows her son is easily influenced by women.
Mm, that is weak to the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I like that.
Well, that'll be interesting if his former lover comes back, who's his bit one, doing business with him, if he's going to be tempted by her.
I think so, Suzette. I think it's something
Yep.
up with that, with his former partner too, and
Mm-hmm.
like I made the analogy that she has 1.9, I think million, 1.6 or 1.9 million YouTube viewers, and I've never seen Country Wayne really like like collaborate from
Yeah,
his page, and he did that with her. That's why I think
yeah.
she's gonna pop up as the X Factor.
Okay, so there's gonna be more. That is why I think the Daltons are not gonna be divorced
Yeah, both of them gonna
because
get
there's
hurt.
gonna every time you think something is really good, if you notice, anytime you think there is a happy couple, you know this skit always ruin the happy couple.
Yeah, and that's why I use that song "A Dream," because it's like that's it says perfectly. It's like it's a dream to both of them. It's a dream to Amber. It's a dream to Anthony, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be reality. I don't think.
Auntie Riri, you think both Anthony and Amber, are they happy? Really happy?
No,
Mm.
I think it's a. I think it's like everybody says. It's the honeymoon phase.
Mm-hmm.
Neither Dave nor Denisha has showed either one of them a bad side of themselves. They've only showed the best of them. You know, Anthony has given
Hmm.
Denisha the best of him. I mean, Amber has given Dave the best of her. But when that best runs out, then what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll
That
see.
is true. Oh, I have a question for you, Auntie Riri. Do you think, like how Denisha told Anthony some about her past, but I don't think she was 100%, because when he asked her if she analyzed anybody, she denied. Do you think Amber now will tell me about things?
I think that I asked somebody in my chat because they was like she wasn't totally honest. I'm like, okay, y'all, this is really becoming a double standard because I mean she has what do you call it, proactively told Anthony the thing. I mean, she done told him she sold weed, she beat up girls, she was a stripper. I mean, what else you want her to tell? Now she not gonna tell him. I think she did have something to do with Karis. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep that plot twist in my head. I'm gonna keep that plot twist in my head. I think she had something to do with Karis being unalive.
And I also think with her son's father, even though she said that he was the one that it was abusive, I think it was the other way around.
yeah,
Yep, yep. And I got that from the skit, Suzette, that I did the late night thing where it's her and Momo. And Momo was reminding her like when she used to go bad, she used to go off. And so that's
Hmm.
why I think too, she got this little tick thing that she do, sort of like what Crazy Amber used to do, and Shayla does sometimes, where they like fidget with their hair, or they'll rub on their neck. It's almost like that's when they ready to pop off. And
Hmm.
so
yeah.
I'm not, I'm not convinced. I'm with you on that, Suzette. You might be on to something. I'm not convinced that she was the one being abused. It could have been the other way around.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what me and Charmaine says. We think she's the one that was the abusive one in that relationship. And
And we still can't rule out that she's Dave's crazy ex.
repeat that, I didn't hear you.
I said we can't rule out that she's not Dave's crazy ex.
Oh, Denisha.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never think of it that way.
because she doesn't
Because
know who
before
Amber
I
is,
was saying
her
maybe
boyfriend
she
is.
was the baby mother, but no, they said he has a daughter. I'm here wondering if he have any more kids.
Yeah, because when
So
he made that comment to Amber, he said if this was back in the day, you would have been pregnant. So that
yeah,
Hmm.
made me think he has more than one child.
okay.
Well, who do
I'm
you think is his daughter's mom? It's not Evelyn. It's not Shay, rather. It doesn't seem to be. I wonder where's
That's
her mother?
interesting.
She gonna pop up.
Exactly, exactly. And I
yeah,
like the
she's gonna
plot twist.
pop up.
I like the plot twist that the boyfriend could be Piari and Anthony's son.
Who? Oh, you mean Denisha son?
Hmm. No, no,
That's
no,
No,
no.
Dave's
Dave's
daughter.
daughter's boyfriend.
oh yes. Ooh,
If you pull
I
his
like
hair
that
back,
theory.
he looks like a young Anthony. If you pull his hair back.
Hmm.
Ooh, I like that theory, Auntie Riri. That sounds good. That sounds good.
I,
I've never think of it that way because I don't think Piari get rid of that abortion as she said she did. Because
I don't think so
I
either.
think she gave that baby up when she didn't really want to give the baby up. And that is something that make her start drinking in school because of that situation.
Yep, she know that son out there somewhere.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know. I wonder when we're gonna get all of these because they bring up that pregnancy for a reason.
well, they did. They have
Yeah,
to
Exactly.
do
that,
something because
Exactly.
these skits are boring. They
yeah,
have to do something.
they have to do something.
And that's why
So
I
I,
try to tell people not to get too amped up because it's like the plot twists make it fun because the
yeah,
writers
it
can go in
is.
either direction. Yeah, and people go after each other and they get all serious because they say it's their way or the way they see the script and the highway. These people can go either. It's so many different possibilities. Like,
Yeah,
why
there's
get
so
hung
many
up on
possibility, and I'm
serious?
here for it.
Yeah,
I'm dying to see what happens. I'm dying to see Melissa come back and do her little thing. You know what I mean? Because we're seeing that Genesis and Libby going while at it. Even Damani mother, she is cray cray because you see, oh, she's carrying on already. She is a Looney Tune. And then we have Damani too, you know what I mean? So now I'm dying to see how Melissa is going to get into her role. I'm dying to see that level because right now I'm enjoying Genesis because do you find Genesis have the range as Amber? Because Genesis can be normal and then she can go at any length, whatever way they want to put her. I see Genesis character with different ranges. With Shayla ranges, I only see her in one spot. The same a villain that just it's her. It's
The,
all about her. I don't see her more with other different ranges yet with Shayla. They're trying to change her, but at the end of the day, the character still stays the same. You know what I mean? Then just plateau with
yep.
Shayla.
The
Oh,
difference between I think Genesis and some of the other characters, Genesis we know has been diagnosed with some
oh,
type of mental illness,
that's
and
right.
she takes medication. She's
Mhm.
supposed to take medication, and she's off her meds. So it's a difference between her on her meds, off her meds. So I think that's why she's so extreme and has those highs and lows.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do enjoy that character.
Hmm.
She funny. Oh, she funny.
Yeah, she is. She plays her role really well, and we're just enjoying watching her and
Yeah,
enjoying that skit. But
yeah.
now with Shayla, Shayla is just a plateau, like her character just plateaued. It just
It
stays
did.
the
It seems
same,
like it.
you know. And then now I see they're bringing Tamara. I've seen an improvement in Tamara acting skills. She's growing.
Yeah,
And
she's
then
getting.
Delicia, I'm learning Delicia, Lauren and Delicia, but I find Amber and Genesis is on the same level. Like they can go. the- Amber has different
They have
ranges
range.
that Amber can go to, and I noticed that with
Yeah.
Genesis and Diesel. Those are the
Yeah.
three main character I find.
Oh,
li-
we can't leave Bethany out the chat though.
Oh yes, Bethany.
Bethany,
Yes, yes, Bethany. Definitely
Beth,
Bethany too.
and you know when I did a poll on my page, they gave her over Amber now. She's a great actress because she
She
can take you to
is.
so many different places and levels. Like, but
Mhm.
Amber is ooh, that's my girl though. That's my girl. Amber right up there with her. I think they neck and neck.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
They
Amber
are.
is
Yep,
really good, I tell you. That is why I started doing the commentary because of Amber.
yep, yep. I
But
want
you
to
know
go
what? I
back.
have a crazy theory. Oh, I'm sorry, Auntie Riri.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I have a crazy theory, and I know Auntie Riri doesn't want to hear this. It's like not another one. What if Melissa comes back pregnant?
I can believe it. I can
Yeah,
see.
I can believe it too. Anything
I'm
is
gonna tell
possible in skate world. Anything
That
is
would be
possible.
too funny. That would just be too funny. I'm sorry. It would be too funny.
people are not noticing too, Suzette, is that everybody's saying Shayla don't know about Iman and Alicia. A lot of people are saying that. But I believe that Shayla's doing the same thing that Melissa's doing. Melissa is spazzing out behind the scenes. We don't see it on camera, but we
Hmm.
know she's spazzing out behind the scenes. Shayla had to come back for Kai, so she had to snap out of it quicker. But I think it's the same concept where it's a spaz out happening, but we just don't see it.
Yeah.
Because
Do you think
I agree. I
Shayla
think she
knows?
knows. I think Shayla knows.
You think she knows? Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
But I think if Shayla knows, she would have spazzed out more because I don't think she could have kept that to herself because she's there calling Wayne. Why is he talking to me like, you know what I mean?
But why does she? But you don't realize how calm she is. The calm before the storm. Just like when
Mm.
was saying that stuff. I don't know if you got a chance to look at my plot twist with Riri, but I showed the scenes where Shayla is like literally holding her hands when she came back from when Delicia came to check the temperature.
Yeah.
Shayla holds her hands like she wants to hit her almost, but she's like keeping it in. Even when Wayne said that Delicia was over the podcast, remember when Shayla put her fist there and she said,
Yeah.
all of those to me are context clues that she's holding it all in. She was like, okay, you can let her be in the front, you can let her be the boss, but guess what? When this show hit, I'm gonna hit y'all with the banger. I'm finna hit y'all with the knowledge of what I know. And I think
Okay. You
that's
know what? I like that theory, Auntie Riri.
Mhm.
Maybe because
yeah.
of what I'm going through, I'm not reading it properly because I don't really study it like how I normally does to pick up my nuggets. But I think I will take a closer look
Hmm.
to see
Yeah,
what's happening.
you can see
Because
it
when I
before
take a closer look, I get to see because I went back and look at Anthony and Denisha when she was talking to Anthony. And when Anthony says, "Yeah, it's not like you analyze anybody," and I saw she turned her face around and said, mm-hmm, she
Yep.
analyzed somebody.
Yeah,
And
Karis.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's gonna come out Karis, and I think she goes crazy over men to that extreme. And I think when they showed us those videos, that's why I say people shouldn't get wrapped up in one part of these storylines. Whether it's Anthony, whether it's Dave, Dave is the man. These writers, they already have in mind what they're gonna do months in advance.
Right.
So
Mm.
videos with Denisha and Momo conversation about Denisha being a little thrown off and about she said and she told Karis, she said, oh, I'm gonna get him. He ain't gonna know when it hit him. That
Exactly.
was 6 months ago. And
Yeah,
so
you're
Mhm.
then
right. She did say that.
fast forward, he got unalive. D thinks he's
Yeah,
that
I know,
through
but
the
know who did it.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
Anthony should be worried.
Oh yeah.
Oh
But I don't
yeah.
think Anthony's gonna do anything to her. You know what I think though? Y'all might beat me up for this, and I know some of y'all in the comments gonna be mad. But another plot twist is Amber and Anthony get into it so bad that they have sex, and
Oh,
she get
we're
Exactly. It's
Auntie
Auntie Riri, we
Riri,
just said
it's
it. We said it
coming.
all the
We
time.
think that's gonna happen.
yeah,
I've
because
been
the
waiting for it to happen. I've been. You remember when she slapped him?
intense.
I.
The,
Why you think she run? Okay, remember that night, Auntie Riri, when he talked about the oatmeal pie?
Uh-huh.
Charmaine thinks something happened that night. That is why she run out to the car, and she has to get away from Anthony and go give
Uh
it away to because she is scared if she stays in the house, she's gonna become weak to the flesh with for her
huh.
husband. So she run away. But I know something is gonna happen for them to cross the line. Trust me. And I think when they cross the line, that is when they're gonna go to God. Because I
Exactly.
anyway, let me shut my mouth because I know that's
Oh,
why you see my lovely people not hitting the like button. You know what I mean? They're watching and they're not hitting, giving
the
me
right
any
button.
love. We're just giving them all these knowledge for no reason.
Man, because I'm telling you, y'all, the passion. Like I can see, even when they
mm,
were arguing about the fish sandwich, it was
mm,
like she could have went over there and fixed another fish sandwich to show her fish sandwich was the best. I can see
mhm.
them. Just picture the scene with me, y'all, because y'all already done went there, so I'm finna go there now.
I know,
Just
eh?
imagine them face to face, they alone, and
Mhm.
he's in her face, and he's talking about how good Denise, Denisha's yes ma'am is. She talking about how big Dave is, and they in each other's face, and they going back and forth, and then before you know it, it's like I can show you better than I can tell you. I bet he can't do this like me. I bet he can't eat the Cookie Monster like me. And they face
Exactly.
is
Exactly, Auntie Riri. I am on Auntie Riri. I've been telling them. Me and Charmaine been telling them. We've
yeah.
been telling and Suzette and Terry and Annette. We've been telling them that
This
they're gonna cross the line, but they don't want to. They says we don't know anything. And you know,
Mhm.
one particular person, I won't call her name. I don't even see her in the chat. Let me put it back. Let me see if we can find her. She said, "Oh, Sharon over there is talking about like says she is writing the skit. You know what I mean? She says, my babe like come here write the Kountry Wayne skit. But I let me tell you, I am not the writers of the Kountry Wayne, but a lot of things I've said come true. A
the
lot of the
theory,
stuff them I said has come true.
but the
And
theory.
I
I mean, they're endless. They're endless theories. They're endless things that could happen. That's why I say I don't understand why people get mad because there's
I
endless
know.
Yeah.
can
And they're
happen.
so passionate about the nonsense that Amber doing, but they don't realize that Anthony's doing the same nonsense too. They're mad at Anthony, but they're passionate and clapping away.
Yeah, and
I
that's
am patiently waiting on Anthony lawyer to call him with the update from Anthony lawyer. I am waiting on the black too.
We'll see if that ever happens.
Oh Lord, we are waiting on the plan. And I don't think that plan is but we're waiting. Eklund is waiting for the mediation, and we did get a mediation this week, Eklund. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It was not the Daltons mediation, it was the two timers mediations.
Which was pretty good, by the way. That was a good skit.
You know what? We have to hand it to Terry and Libby and Genesis,
Yes.
Natasha and Kendrick. They did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
Oh, seriously. I watched that skit. I loved it. It was amazing. It was so delicious. Lydia says, I hope you all the bushes are enjoying the chat. It would be nice to hit the like button, family. You're so right, Lydia.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
did.
Come on, people from out the bushes, and hit the like button. We do appreciate it. Get us in the algorithm. You know, we are here to debate, have
I
fun.
realized I realized too that some people be in the bushes because they go on different pages saying different things.
And
And I'm like,
forget to hit like. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm just
Because
like,
sometimes but I have practiced myself anti when I go into a live now, I make sure I hit the like button first. And
me
even if you
too.
premiere,
Me
anytime
too.
anybody premiere, right? And you
Yep.
says you don't remember to, and you come out and you go back, you go into in the replay section. But what I
Yeah.
does, I click it off and just come back in and I go right back into the live chat. That's what you
Exactly.
have to do, guys. But when you're
Yep.
live, it's good you don't come out. You're still in the live. So you can
Hopefully,
just go up, hit the like button, scroll up, and you just see the thumbs up and you just hit it for us, please. This is our channel and we read the comments. And Charmaine saying here, I'm patiently waiting on Anthony lawyer to call him. Okay, with the update from Amber story. Okay, so I read that every day. I looked down and I just saw it on the phone. That means my phone haven't moved. And then my bestie, Nancy says to Sanita, I will be done too. Nancy, Sanita, all of you guys will not be done. I will remind you when we are doing the review and you're still here and we're still talking about the Daltons, we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna kiki. Just go on
exactly.
the Country Wayne website, watch the show. We come here and we just unwind and speak about what you didn't like, what you dislike, what you enjoy. You know what I mean? We can talk about many things. If
Exactly.
Amber and Anthony get back together, Sharon, you won't see me no more because I will stop. What? Sanita is laughing. Stop it, Sanita. I know I will see you.
But you know what though? I want to piggyback on that because I promise you guys, so those of you who are new or you only started watching when Anthony did wrong, I promise you, everybody said the same thing. They said if Country Wayne allows Amber to
Mhm.
marry Anthony,
Oh,
I'm
stop
never
her.
watching Country Wayne skits again if they allow them to get married. 3 years later, y'all still watching it.
I know. Uh, I tell you, Auntie Riri, Charmaine send me a lot of the skit. And if me just sit down and bench read, I won't be able to do my review because she sent me a lot. She and my sister sent me a lot to look at so I could speak on it. You know what I mean? And I did show in before me even become monetized, I show the skit to let them know says because when they're saying Amber didn't do anything, Amber this, Amber that, Amber one cheated. Yeah, for instance, Amber alone cheated, and then Anthony cheated with Shayla. But then I'm saying, but Shayla is no different from Amber because
No.
Anthony is no different from Amber because Anthony was sleeping with Arby's woman, and Shayla had a man. But people behave like say Shayla was a single woman when she get with Anthony, and Anthony was having you know what in Arby's house and Arby's couch in Arby's bed. Come on now. Still he
Yeah,
couldn't take it anymore. When
but
Arby come, he has to run out the back door. What they have to do? Go get Shayla an apartment.
But Shayla did stop having sex with Arby. She had sex with him one time after she moved into an apartment, but she was denying Arby. She would say she was cramping. She would say it was that time of month. So it was still dirty though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But she did, when she started really full fledged with Anthony, she was denying Arby. She was still staying with Arby, but she was denying Arby.
Mm.
She wasn't like having sex with both of them at the same time, which Amber, once she was letting Anthony have oral sex with her and she was letting Wayne penetrate her. And I showed the skits for that. So some people be saying it's a skit out there for this and that. I showed the skits, it's on my thing, and I beat the claim for it. So you can go back, people can go back and look at it. It
I
that,
saw a skit, Auntie Riri.
that really did
I saw
happen.
a skit when she and Wayne did it.
It was
Anthony
nasty.
came to have the to do that with her, and she stopped Anthony. She didn't let Anthony goes down to eat the cookie.
Yeah, but she was the one in the kitchen. She
Yeah,
she he got up to eat the cookie and then she went and got with Wayne.
So Wayne get to eat the cookie after Anthony eat the cookie.
I guess I don't know if he just beat the cookie and Anthony ate.
Because everybody on the skit I noticed like to eat the cookie.
But it was
And
it was a
eat,
lot of
and if it's not cookie, it's what, lollipop?
yeah. Amber was going back. It was a period where Amber, if she would have got pregnant, she wouldn't have known who the baby daddy was, because she was
But
she
they
was going.
says there was a pregnancy scared Auntie Riri. Do you have the tape on that one?
Yep, she was going back and forth.
So she didn't know if it was for Anthony or Wayne.
I think she would have known it was for because she used to, like I said, she let Anthony eat the cookie more, and she let Wayne actually penetrate her.
Mm-hmm. I
But there
get
was
it.
a time where there was a little overlap where she actually crossed the line with Anthony, where they went all the way, but she
Mm-hmm,
was still
mm-hmm.
with Wayne. Yeah,
Because I remember I saw a skit when Anthony asked her why him can't do it.
exactly.
Why she don't want to sleep over and let them do it, because she will let him, boy, Anthony used to eat that cookie a lot though, my
A lot.
goodness.
I found the skit today. I added to my playlist where after they made up after Rose stood up at Rose's wedding, Amber says he come up from up under the covers as he usually do, and she
I know,
said
right?
promise me that you didn't go down on Rose, and he said I promise I didn't go down on Rose, but he tried to. He didn't tell her he tried to, but yeah. So she likes that cookie. She likes the Cookie Monster in Anthony. Don't y'all think she don't?
Yeah. She does love her husband, because I know she enjoy doing it with Anthony. And then now I think she is more into eating the lollipop. Is it eat no, sucking the lollipop, right? Are you eating lollipop? Oh, you eat a lollipop again? I don't remember. We eat it, or we bite it. Which is it?
Both.
Oh, ice cream. No, Amber actually enjoyed the ice cream from Dave. So Shayla have a yes, ma'am. And what would you call Amber one? The ice cream monster?
No, I'm sorry, y'all. It's too early in the day for this,
Like
y'all.
that Sue's that show.
No, Amber is goat throat. I'm sorry, cause she always alludes to that, and she did that with Dave too. Like, I'm hungry for it. Like
Yeah.
she
That's
kind
why
of
I
get.
said Amber is in the ice cream. She's the ice cream monster, and Shayla is the yes mom.
Yeah, she like the what you call it, the pickles. She like pickles.
Oh, okay. So Amber likes the nibble.
Yeah, she like pickles.
Okay.
Or she like chocolate lollipops. I don't know. But
Yeah, the lollipop. She like the lollipop. Yeah.
so really her and Anthony have kind of like the same kink, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's why I said she and Anthony is well suited. But a
and I
lot
told
of people don't see that.
about the domination thing. A lot of people who prefer to give oral sex, they like it because sometimes that's a more like you're controlling that person or you're satisfying that person, but it's like a control kind of thing too. Because most people
Okay.
will kind of lose it there, and that goes back
Mm-hmm,
into
mm-hmm.
romance life because everybody has different type of orgasms, and a lot
Fetish.
of times a man can be well endowed, but he will
Mm-hmm.
bypass your G spot. The G spot is only 2 to 3 inches inside of your,
Yeah.
vaginal canal. So a lot of men can be very large, but if they straight and they don't have a curve or a hook, they missing it.
Yeah.
But you might like the roughness from it, but they still not hitting the right spot.
Yeah. So, Amber loved to throw a shot at Anthony that he's not well developed.
I think he is like probably not well endowed.
Yeah, because
You
she
can,
keep on hinting at that. She keep on throwing shot at him like that,
yeah.
that she have bigger and better.
And then maybe why he fell in love with the tooth from Amber, because sometimes when men are not well endowed or they don't have a lot of girth, they
Yeah,
prefer they prefer the backside versus, you know,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Look, oh
This
no,
is the
No,
after
wait
hours
there,
talk.
wait
no,
there, wait there. Auntie Riri, you know what? It did only rub off for Auntie Riri.
no, you guys, I'm a pure
Auntie
romance
Riri.
consultant, so like it's so easy for me to talk about that subject because I used to have like, you know, I used to throw the parties. So
No, Auntie Riri, I love talking about that, but
yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but with
Oh, I'm sorry,
the
chat.
skit, I hope we have, guys, can we speak freely? There
Yeah,
is no children inside our chat, right, guys?
it's educational purposes only. Look,
Yeah, and this is only for adults, okay? So now, Auntie Riri, let's get on with it. With Amber and Anthony, I find that they're in tune with each other.
mm,
Regardless, they're throwing shot at each other. But Amber says she only come twice or maybe three times as gone to her. She go, maybe
Ah,
three
she was
times.
lying.
she
And
lied.
then she slapped him, right? And
Yeah.
Anthony said, wow, that was a great turn on. Auntie Riri, I wanted them to cross the line then and they dropped the ball then.
Oh yeah, it was almost there though. Yeah,
Yeah, I,
like I say, it's so much tension and people don't see it. Tension is nothing but passion. That's why when
Mhm.
somebody unalives somebody that they love a lot, they call it a crime of passion. You know, so because passion it's a thin line, like they say, it's a thin line between love and hate.
yeah, there is. There is. And I also love the fact that I love their on screen chemistry.
Yep.
Yes.
Regardless if they're arguing with each other, when you just see those two together, you just sat back. Even if you want to not watch them, you have to sit down and watch them because of the chemistry between Amber and Anthony. You
I'm
know?
not feeling chemistry with Dave. I'm really not. At first I
Mhm.
did, but now he's boring to me.
He is boring.
Yeah. I don't see anything there with them. I've never seen any chemistry. The first day I saw chemistry when they first saw each other. Oh, they set that up. But after that, I haven't seen anything. I don't know if I'm blind. Maybe me need another glasses. Maybe Tina and Nancy can tell me otherwise than Sanita and Eklund. But
One
all
thing,
I know that I love the chemistry between Anthony because a lot of people says, "Oh, Amber, I'm terrible." Anthony was behaving like say a woman never poured into him when his wife did. She even give him the loving. It's not like says she don't give him the loving. When he's mean to her, she will not give him the loving because why would I
yep.
want to give you something when you are not when I'm mad at you. We're not in a good place when I know you're lying still. Look how him
Do you
have her hand. She will do anything with Anthony anywhere. I noticed with Amber because she was out there with the cricket the first night when she crossed the line with him. And then again, when they ordered this stuff, she was out there in the middle day, not at night, in the middle day and order something. And she was out have to use the pillow. I had to laugh that day. The man
but
would not put the stuff down.
but but think about in some of the skits. Like one day he said something to her when she came to bed like with the pajamas on and a head rag. Like she never really spiced it up for him a lot like she does. Like Dave, she shows up with a trench coat on with negligee under it. She didn't really always go to bed like that with Anthony. And I think
No.
and I think Anthony wanted that bad girl of her. Like I will never forget when he
Yes.
came back home and she said, "I'm gonna be the manager tonight. I'm gonna be the boss tonight." And he ran in the house like a little boy, like,
I know.
"Yeah,
I love that scene too. I love that. He was, you know what? I need, if they're going to let them stay together, Auntie Riri, I would love to see Amber be free with Anthony because she is
yeah,
very free with Dave.
yes," and others, and Wayne. Remember how Wayne
It-
talked about that
but when
wild
it
sex?
comes down to Anthony, she's not. We only saw her on the porch and that day. But I would love to see her go to the bed, come home in the trench coat, do what she's doing with Dave.
Yep.
But
And
the
you
only thing, but I don't see Anthony eating any Cookie Monster with Shark Denisha.
we haven't seen Cookie Monster.
Yeah, the Cookie Monster has to come out with Denisha, and he said he loves her.
But y'all, he didn't even Cookie Monster. Think about it. We never seen Cookie Monster scenes with Shayla.
Yeah,
We seen
we
that they had
only seen does that with Amber.
exactly, and he did that with Amber before even getting the cookie. So
Yeah,
that's why I say that she is still that thing that he wants. And I
yeah,
think
she does. That's what
and
I noticed with the character, because when you go back and you watch the old skit with them, you can see that he was actually in tune with her. This is why
exactly.
I'm saying, why should she actually be friends with Shayla? And he told her, now, don't be friends with Shayla. Why would you do that? And then she flipped the script.
How many times do we even see Anthony kiss or passionately kiss Shayla? We didn't.
No.
So, and even with the Cookie Monster thing, I wanted to come back to that. Like, there's a scene where, oh God, it took my memory that quick. Damn it. I'm gonna think of it in a minute. But it has something to do with that. And it talks that okay, so with Wayne, Dave, and all the other men in her life that any other man she's been with, like Wayne talks about pulling her from the back. It's always like they're dominant. They dominate her, but they're not into her pleasure. They want her to pleasure them.
Like how Dave, I noticed Amber always the one initiating the sex between them.
Exactly. And most of she's giving oral clues too, like she's gonna
Yeah,
give him oral.
that's
Yes.
what I noticed.
We ain't seen Dave get off the ground or come from up under no covers yet.
No,
We
I've
just
never seen that. I only see Anthony does that. No, seriously, I've never seen, and well, Marian is saying Anthony has been the Cookie Monster only with Amber. I've never seen him with no Cookie Monster with Shayla.
no,
I've
no.
never seen him go down on Shayla.
Uh-uh. He didn't have that chemistry with her.
Mm.
And that's
Oh,
important.
Nancy says Shayla is about to put that maid outfit on Anthony. She knows she lost Iman.
Something that was
And
very
Tina there is laughing.
that was a very humiliating scene that I didn't like. And
Which one?
I didn't even think I did on my replay. Remember when he said when Amber got back with him after he found out about Wayne and
Yeah, that was a humiliating scene. Yeah.
he asked her, well, how did you do it with Wayne? And she kind of
Yeah.
like she cocked her
I
leg.
wouldn't have shown in anything.
Yes, and I was just like, that broke my heart. Cause
Yeah. That
like,
was humiliating for real.
yes, but that let you know again. Then Wayne them didn't. They really didn't pour into her sexually.
No.
They didn't care about her pleasure. They cared about themselves.
Yeah, it's true. And even right now, I don't see Amber. Amber is the one initiating the sex between her and Dave. I don't see. Oh, one time I see Dave actually initiate it when she was going home or to the business, when he lift her up and they walk, when he lift her up and take her to his
Yep.
bedroom. But
Yep.
every time is Amber doing it. She always sitting on it, I notice.
Yep. Yep.
And then with Anthony, she in her pajamas and covering up. But with Dave, she just take it off and be free.
That's why I said if they would do what they do with other people with each other,
Yeah.
even
The-
the conversations they have, if they were open and honest about their insecurities and stuff with each other, like they are
yeah.
with other people, they would be so much. Their relationship would
Better.
have been.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Tina says she's on the floor. Them don't want to hear nothing what we have to say. Nancy says Dave care about Amber. Oh, really? So am I? So me? So Michael say I Sharon and panel. So you mean wait there? Dave care about Amber. Sanita, Amber and Dave love the good. But Amber is the one always initiating. I only see
Yep.
Dave only initiated once when
Yep.
he lift her up and take and she put her legs around his waist. I've never seen Dave initiate it after that. Come on. And of course Amber always on top. So she likes to
See,
ride the donkey. That's all I can say.
think about the first time they almost done it. She wanted to continue after seeing Anthony's call.
Yeah,
He stopped and he was cool. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's and I said I'm not knocking Dave, y'all, for y'all Dave fanatics out there. Y'all want to see it. The truth is in the pudding. I mean, I'm just gonna wait and see what the story tell out
yeah,
because
me too.
I mean I can
But
see.
I'm just speaking on what I saw
Yeah.
because to me, I not like them and them not watching the same thing. I see
Yep.
Amber initiating it a lot, 99% of the time. And then she's even talking about, oh, you want me to eat the breakfast for you, I can,
Yep. Yep.
So their eluding says Amber is deep. I don't even know how to say that without getting what I mean? So I'm being honest. So they're showing it. Amber, Amber is more into the flesh than Dave because Dave don't really initiate it. Even when he let her talk to his daughter, and then he says she's his queen or he got her or whatever. Then Amber said, "Oh, come on," and he said, "Oh, okay, come on, where?" And then I said, "So Amber always giving it up freely for Dave." Yeah. I'm not knocking Dave. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And then,
Yeah.
by the way, Anthony hardly gets it from Denisha. Denisha doesn't really give it up freely. I like how Amber is giving it up freely today.
But
Denisha
it's
was
not.
cold.
But
Denisha was there. Not tonight.
there are two different needs though here in within
Yeah.
that marriage. With on the Anthony side, Anthony loves more of the nourishing side of Denisha. It's not even about sex with her. I think
Mm.
it's more about the way she cooks, the way she lifts
Hmm.
him up,
The
the
motherly nurturing Anthony looking for.
exactly. What Dave gives for Amber is the spice, the hotness,
Yes.
the businessman, the power. So it's like
Mm.
two different worlds.
Yes,
Where
it's two different things. Yes, I do agree.
yeah. So when Anthony first came on the scene, though, Anthony was that guy, but sometimes good girls like a bad boy.
Yes, it's true. So true. Then Sabrina says, Denisha look like she just lay in the bed. There is no excitement to Denisha. My girl Amber is a rodeo girl, Tina says, as she's laughing. EP says, if Amber is giving it up freely to Dave, then that means he's satisfying her. Amber is into the flesh. I'm not saying it's not satisfying her EP. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. We're just speaking on what we're seeing because I get accused, say, oh, Sharon, baby, but I'm just speaking on what I see. I'm just seeing that Amber is more into Dave, if you want to say. To me, she's more into Dave. And Dave tell her he got her. And to me, Amber is the one that calling the shot in the bedroom because she looks like she's a bedroom bully. But I guess what would you say that she and Anthony is not compatible then, Auntie Riri?
I just think that they needed to talk more about that part of their relationship as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just not just the finances, not just the Shayla thing. It's so many unresolved issues, and their counselor just didn't fix it. The
Yeah,
counselor just wasn't the one to get that out, to get them to open up, and things
yeah,
like that. And that's where all the misunderstanding comes from. It
exactly.
comes from that.
And Amber is divorcing him because she thinks he cheated on her with Shayla again. And the line and the 5,000, yep. And the perfume.
Yep.
So do you think Amber using that as an excuse to be with Dave?
No, I think when she originally seen Dave, because the first time I seen him with Dave, I was like, okay, they go hook up. That was one of them that I think we all called. That
Yes.
okay, he
Yes,
finna put
I
this
called
on
it
the
because I know it was gonna about to happen. But you know what they did, Auntie Riri? They test us with Melissa scene first for Melissa to cheat.
Yep.
And I said it and Honey Life says we must be careful of what we are accepting because they're gonna do the same thing with Amber and we're not gonna like it. And then I must have about 2 weeks later or a month later, Amber
Yep.
and Dave crossed the line.
Yep. And then when you think about it too, you guys, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of hurt fans out there. That's all I'm gonna say. Some
Yeah,
people,
there
some other
is.
people, y'all gonna be hurt. And I'm just that's why I'm just saying keep an open mind because I can see where they're going
Yeah, and
to.
it can go anyway. The skit is open now that it can go many ways.
Yep. I
That's
was
why
just
they should be so one-minded and saying these things because it can go many ways.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
When you really look outside the box, it have four corners. It can go any four corners now. The storyline is open up for anything.
It's wide open. It's wide open. So
Yeah, it is wide open, four corners, go right
people who
around.
get mad and getting in their feelings, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
we just have to take it with a grain of salt and enjoy the skit. You know what I mean? That's all we have to
Yeah,
do.
enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the theories. Enjoy it all. That's what it's here
Yeah,
for.
that's what we
Entertainment.
have to do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But people are getting so and people kill me saying the writers, the writers. Amber is responsible. She's the main producer of her skits, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're going crazy. She's the main producer, just like Mike often makes himself look dumb. He's one of Wayne's biggest, I think Wayne's biggest producer of his own.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you guys, you think these people don't know what they're writing and what they're doing? They have a method to their madness.
Yeah, they do. One thing though I had thought about, I mentioned it earlier. What say if they do put keep Anthony and Denisha together? From looking at the skits, and I know anything can happen. This couple is boring as heck right now. How
They
can they
can't
make?
carry it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they can't carry it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You have Anthony, who's a major character. Denisha just, she's writing his coattails. She wasn't really a major character. People are saying now we don't want to see them. They're boring. They're boring. So if they
Yep.
if they separate he and Amber and say, okay, we're gonna have Denisha and her son and Anthony, they're boring now. So what are they gonna do? How are they gonna hold a strong storyline? They may very well end up in the 3 a.m. slot. The after 11 slot because there's nothing there.
I'm glad you said this, Suzette. And think about the Dave and Amber character. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
the
just say
same thing. Auntie Riri, the same thing.
let's say for the fans' sake, for the Dan and Amber fan, if they let them be together happily ever after, you really go watch? Or you gonna watch them just be happily ever after?
Mm-mm.
No, there
No.
won't be any spice until one of them cheats or something goes on. I mean, the fans they kill me like acting like drama doesn't sell. It does. We want to see a happy ending, even for a few seconds. But
yeah,
can Dave carry a storyline? I think they tried to do it with Denisha when
yeah,
Shayla stayed away for that week. I think they were trying to make Denisha be on the forefront. They gave her 3 or 4 different storylines in that one week. It was not able to fly. So
Right.
yeah,
We wanted Shayla back.
But at least with what I see with Anthony and Amber, whatever they're going to do with that, even if say if they heal, they get together because of their personalities, there always going to be some struggle or something
Yep.
between the two of them. But that makes
Yep.
it good drama. I'm not saying go back out and
Yep.
cheat or whatever, but they're going to be butting heads. But
Yep.
with Denisha and Anthony and Dave and Amber,
Boring.
what is there? It's boring.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I sort of was wondering, are people thinking about that? Is thinking, oh, we just want Amber not to be with Anthony. We won't, but what are they going to do? Is you got to have that drama and excitement. And if it's not there, it's going to be to the
gonna be more
after 11
boring.
slot, midnight slot.
It's
And
gonna
you
be
know
another
what?
storyline.
But I does love Amber and Anthony. I have to say, I do love those two together. I love the on-screen chemistry. And I find when they're more together, they're more funnier. I know they're trying to do the funny aspect with Anthony and Denisha. Like yesterday, she was teaching him to do that dance there. You know what I mean? So they're trying to let her more. I see today she was trying to laugh and be more, you know what I mean? But there is not Amber and Anthony. So let's see what happened. And you notice that Dave is not mumbling anymore. Whenever him and Amber talking, now you can actually hear what he's saying.
I ain't gonna lie Yeah, I can see a messy divorce. I can see them actually divorcing. I'm
Yes.
Yeah,
saying
I can see that now too.
I can see
From
the
today,
divorce
I can see that.
completing, but they will get back together. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They can divorce, you guys. For the people who want the divorce, the ink on the paper, that can happen, but they're going to
yeah,
end up back together some kind of way.
I think so too. If they write it that way, I think they will.
yeah.
Unless one of them leaves the show. Unless one of them decides to leave the show. That's the only way I can see it. Because we weren't expecting Ro to leave. And Ro
Right.
said she was thinking about going somewhere else, and Ro left.
Is Ro left for real, or she just doing something for now?
I don't know. On her Facebook page, it seemed like she gone.
Yeah.
She's throwing a lot of what you say, a lot of nuggets on Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. I
Yeah, she's
noticed she's there talking, but sometimes I jump into our thing, but then I come out because I have other. I don't really like this.
she
Anyway,
said a
so Lydia, what you says, Auntie Ree? Sorry.
she said a whole lot without saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does say a lot. I do miss her though. I love her and Rolander. Ever since she's not there anymore, is Candy B says Ro got a deal with Apple TV. Her IG page said the same thing. Oh, okay. I will go on her IG. Maybe I'll get more information.
She's with the Victor Group now. She's with a new agency, but on her
Okay.
Facebook page, she went kind of personal. I don't know if that person seen that too. If you go to her Facebook page, unless she's taking it down, she like indirectly said a lot.
Yeah, I saw her speaking, but then I do not know what. I mean, if my foot swell up or I'm not feeling good or I'm sad about something, Auntie Riri. So I don't know what it was. All I know that I come out of it because I will go there now and then. If Charmaine just send me something, me end up over there. I think the divorce will proceed but will not finalize because Amber and Anthony will cross the line. Yes, Charmaine.
I
I
see
totally
that,
believe that.
Charmin.
That's exactly how I see it, Charmaine. That's exactly how I see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
That Charmaine, we just want them to cross the line. Seriously, I just want them to cross the line. That's it. I saw she said the victors group. Yeah, yes, Marian, thank you. And Marian always give me the tea to Auntie Riri, Charmaine,
Yeah.
Marian, and Terrian. I saw she okay, and
The one
then
I seen her on, she has on a. Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry, go ahead, Auntie Riri.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm in this car, so if I interrupt, I do apologize, y'all, for real.
No, no, no.
I was saying the one I'm talking about, she has on a yellow dress, and I just say she said some things like never put stuff into people, things that aren't the way they seem. Be careful about who you praise because it's not.
Oh yes, I
Uh,
saw that one. Yes,
yeah, and it was kind of like, okay, are you throwing? It was like indirect.
she was giving
So
nuggets.
yeah, a lot of nuggets, a lot of nuggets.
Yeah, lots of nuggets she was giving. But I do miss her. I won't. You know what I mean? I won't lie. I do miss
She
her
the
character.
queen.
Yeah,
She's
she's the
she's
best.
the
I
Skitland
must say.
queen.
Yes,
That would be
I
the
love
Kountry
her.
Wayne
So,
if it
Ro,
wasn't
I do
for
miss you. So let me just give her a round of applause.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do miss her. She is surely missed.
What do you all think about the aunties club? Have you seen that
Boring.
skit? That was
I
decent.
saw it
That
this
was pretty good.
morning.
Mhm. With
I
all these young guys in there.
The
they
little
should have
baby came in.
they should have
They're
put
getting
some
back massages. I'm like, what's going on?
I like
they
she
should have
died and feeding somebody. And I said, are you kidding me? Like it's a club for fetish.
Maybe all eating on paper plates.
that's what I got. I say, how you gonna be an auntie's club and then light bread? I said this should
I
just
know.
plate. How you gonna have loaf of bread on? I was like, what they done
Yes, I
and
was wondering what that was too. I was just blown away from that.
I was like, this a low budget auntie club or something. And the guys didn't
Oh,
even look like upper class and then I was like, what is going on? And then it was just them four. I was like, where the rest of the women at?
I know. And when that little one, what was he, 13, 14?
Yeah, says he's coming in. And they say he has to come back.
Now that was funny. That was a good skit. It was funny.
But I like the concept though. That would be a nice thing for real in real life. A place where men can go to just talk, get it out.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily strippers, but they get a home cooked meal. I like the concept, but that looked like a Fourth of July leftovers from Ernestine house.
You know, my brother,
It did.
my
It
brother told me
did.
that there's a place here in Mississauga, right? That they have swingers club. There's a swingers club,
So you trying to take us
and
back to
that the couples goes there because he work with the school board too, right? But on the weekends he has his own security company too, right? And he says that they have swingers club that s- couples can go and do anything they want inside there. If anything happen there, just stays there. I didn't
well,
even know they have such a thing as a swingers club.
girl, you didn't know about, you know all that other stuff and you didn't know about the swingers club,
No,
Sharon.
I didn't know they have a swingers club. I know they have a place in Jamaica named Eden. I heard of
Girl,
it. Somebody
it's
did send me an invite to go
not dark.
because he had one of I was a manager at a store and he has this promotion and he invited us there, but I didn't go because my young girl it was her boyfriend at the time,
Oh.
and he sent it for us to go there to watch
Don't
him
go, Sharon.
do his
Don't go.
stuff. And here so she says if you go there, whatever you see is there after stays there. Someone said Eden. And I said, they have that in Jamaica? She said, mm-hmm. But I didn't know they have a swingers club here. I was shocked.
Girl, Sharon, that ain't shocked me.
Well, Sharon, Marion West is saying, she said, hey, they do that in the South. That's what you do at Hole in the Walls. And she laughed. She said, my ex-army days, we would go out and the meals would have light bread.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
But the aunties club's supposed to be, prestigious or, high upper class. The paper plates and paper
You would
plates.
think. You would
Yeah,
think.
the paper plate that didn't cut it. But I was just shocked. I just saw the little kid come in there and I was laughing. And they had to
Yeah,
exit him out. That was a funny scene. And then when the guys them came in, they come down. I didn't know that the music thing was on top of
Mhm.
the aunties downstairs. So at least they'll have entertainment. So they're massaging back and I'm here saying, what kind of thing? I thought it was a strip club, but oh. All I know, I see Dinah sitting down talking to the man and he's there unwinding, telling her his business. And next thing, me see she feeding him. And then me see the other girl massaging his shoulder. And I said, what are they bringing this kid? And
That's
then
the
she says
auntie
that it's
club.
a high class restaurant, so they need to dress in suit next time. So Dee says, oh, I just brought them out for them to see. So you have to let people know that, you know what I mean? So I am going to see. Lydia says, yes, Candy, they are welcome bargain basement vibe. That's why Eman is not returning. The man is an EPSN. They don't play that mess. Too incriminating action and sharp. But it's just a skit. It's not a real life thing. When you're acting. They can't hold that against Iman. Plus, Iman allegedly, I don't know if it's real that he has a baby, a young baby. Dee told them they better not strip. If they do, he would shut them down. Ooh, when did he tell them that? So I'm here wondering when Iman is gonna come. So Marian, so Iman is not coming back. Auntie Riri, think Iman is coming back or no?
Oh, I don't know, cause to me it's all about what bag is the biggest. But I think if he wasn't coming back, some type of way, Wayne would have filtered that out by now. But
Mhm.
it's something going on behind the scenes, cause
Yeah,
he brags so big on the Country Wayne skits and how much it paid him. But if
yeah,
ESPN is paying him more, I'm gonna take my bigger bag because Country
Yeah,
Wayne skits ain't guaranteed.
definitely.
So I don't know, but they need to close it out however they gonna do it because it's getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But me not lie, me did like Eman on this skit.
Yeah,
I
he's a
love
good
when he
actor.
was up in the trees, I must say. Honestly, I love Eman with Shayla.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I really love Eman with Shayla. So I hope whatever it is, they will let his role much more respectable for EPSN because if they have simple, but that is just acting. It's not like says real life stuff. It's just acting. Come on now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I want Shayla with Dan or Genesis with Dan.
Mm.
I want the drama.
Sharita, I do have Jesus. I don't do none of those things. I don't know because I didn't even know they have a Eden Club in Jamaica. No, one of my coworker, he was modeling or something like that, and he says that they're going to show their stuff at a club, and then my girlfriend was telling me what it was. I didn't go anywhere because I'm not into that. I do not want God to go strike me down. Definitely not.
I don't think God will strike you down. I mean, y'all will be surprised. The last time I went to one like that, and I speak freely. So
Yes, speak freely.
I went like over 15 years ago was the last time I went to one. In Texas, and I think in other places in the South, they call it lifestyle. So that's the name for it. They don't call it swinging, they call it lifestyle groups. So it's like you would be surprised when you walk up in there, especially if you go in there just to people watch. You can't say who you saw in there. Some of the clubs are even like elites. You're talking about judges and
Yeah.
lawyers. You have to be a certain status to even get
Mm-hmm.
invited. And so it's like a lot of people in there, they are like people who you wouldn't expect, your teachers, your nurses, your people in the church.
Exactly.
So just FYI, people are so judgmental, and that's why I can't be judgmental because in my life, God has allowed me to see so many
Mm-hmm. I've never been in those things. The
different
only
walks of
place,
life and
Auntie
different
Riri,
things.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go. I was just saying God has just allowed me to see so many
Yeah.
things in my life, and people are so hypocritical because you see those same people in those different environments.
Mm. Well said, Auntie Riri.
Mm.
When my girlfriend took me to Las Vegas, we went to a strip club. Is it a strip club? It's not
Shit,
a strip club.
stay in
I'm saying
Vegas.
the wrong
You
word.
need to stay in Vegas.
Those guys that dance, the dancers, the male, I forget what you call it. And they were on the stage dancing and they pull off them pants and they dance and I start all we make sure we have a team. I was laughing the whole time because I've never experienced that. She knows I've never experienced that before. So we had fun. You know what I
Chippendales.
mean? We never get called on the stage, thank the Lord. Nobody come and dance with me, thank the Lord, because we're sitting and we're enjoying the show. And it was very entertaining, I must say. And that's the first time I ever went to, I forget the name of the show. And those are delicious young men, I must say. And that's the first
Sharon.
time I've seen it in person. I read them, but I've never seen it in person until I went to Las Vegas.
I think God allows us to be exposed to different things. Like
Yeah,
the last 5 years, well, I haven't. I've really been like to myself these last 2 years, but it's like God let me see some things, and sometimes it will be in the bar. I went to this bar, and it reminded me of Cheers. If you guys ever watched that show, Cheers,
yeah, cheers, yeah.
like
I
where
used to
everybody
watch it.
knows, yeah, like where everybody knows your name. So this is the club that I go to, and if Diesel comes to Dallas and we do the dance, that's where I invited him to, and
Okay,
and it's like basically at that place I've had so many interactions with people where I was able to love on people who were crying and people were able to like help me when I was going through some things and we would be in
yeah,
the middle of the club talking about God, crying about
yeah,
God. And I feel like in these last days God is going to pour out his spirit in all places. So we can't
yeah,
just say that we're not going to go to the drug house, we're not going to go to the strip club, we're not going to go here, we're not going to go there. Even
yeah,
with these skits, the bottom line is like when Amber went through those things and she was praying out to God, I'm telling
yeah.
you, I hadn't forgiven people in my life, and through those skits, it helped me to forgive people. And so
Yeah,
we just can't be so stringent and like throw everybody to hell when those are the people who God wants us to reach out and touch.
it's true. And Auntie Riri, well said there, Auntie Riri. And after the show, the guys then posed with us. They were so nice, you know what I mean? Because they were dancing on stage, and it was very tasteful, you know what I mean?
Yep. And some people
They
are
weren't
professionals.
naked or anything. They only go down to the underwear, but they were really, really tasteful. And they pose with me, and I get to pose with them. It would take pictures with them. It was really nice.
Yeah, Sharon, don't talk about it too much now. You got to smile and like you know, Sharon, what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Your whole demeanor changed.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I hide here money lot. I don't even like Ernestine, and I still felt bad seeing her sitting at the restaurant alone. Oh my goodness, money lot. Our bad boy is in the house, money law.
Ah,
Welcome in.
I love
So,
Money Love.
so money law, you need to tell me Trace stood up Ernestine. Oh my goodness, for the other Mrs. Johnson.
Did y'all notice
Ernestine
the
need to leave their tray alone.
Did y'all notice that the other Mrs. Johnson mama looks like
Candy B
Ernestine?
says sure another flashback.
looks like who, Riri? Auntie Riri?
The Mrs. Johnson mom favors Ernestine's mom.
She does. You're right. I noticed that.
If she would have had on red glasses, I would have been like having chills.
Yeah,
Oh,
she does favor her.
I
do
wonder
you
did they
think
do
they're
that?
related?
That's what I was finna say. Plot twist. Are they related?
Mm.
Maybe they are
'Cause
related.
she was asking a lot about the property. They both have the same name. They could be cousins or something, or distant cousins.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a
I'm
that,
good
playing
that
one.
oh, that make it
plot twist.
interesting. So they are related.
Plot twist.
Yeah, plot twist. Yes, Riri, we're earning first on here from Riri, Auntie Riri.
Because the mama kept saying, like, what property is it? Where is it? Did
Hmm.
y'all catch that nugget?
Yeah, that's a nugget. No money for a tray. Tyrene, me either. Ernestine needs to leave Trey alone. They do have the same last name. Yes, Money Law. From they have the same last name, I had a feeling they were related.
Yep.
And when
Maybe
you really
distant
see the two of
cousins or
them
something.
together, when you see, I'm wondering if they are cousins
Yeah,
Hmm.
because
in real life because they do look alike.
That mama look like Ernestine mama. All she needs is
Yeah.
the red glasses. Red glasses.
Wow. I have to watch that skit. Ernestine better not be a fool for any of the is lies, stray lies. I know. So she's sitting there at the restaurant alone. He was trying to get out of going
Hmm.
with Miss Johnson, Terry, but Terry decides that she wants him. She's not putting up with that. Wait until she find out he doesn't have any money because he always leaving his wallet. That should be a red flag every
Right.
See,
time.
you talking about a nugget? That'll be a nugget up against his head. Every time we
Yeah,
go out, you ain't got your wallet. We it's a misunderstanding.
It's a misunderstanding.
I'm gonna go to the house and be like, baby, you got your before we leave. Did you get your wallet? No.
exactly.
He done forgot that wallet one time too many.
I know. Belinda, yes, Ben was feeling Ernestine at Dave's party. Okay, so maybe annexing. No, but Suzette think that Ernestine gonna get sick and she and Trey is gonna be she and Jay gonna get back together.
I think so too, cause she been coughing. She been coughing for the last month on and off.
Mhm.
I don't watch her much. If she not with Amber, I don't really.
Now even
What
with
is
Amber,
money lost saying? People are laughing away.
she
Trey
been
ain't
doing that little
living in
dance.
his car. King is telling Delicia not to turn off the middle of Dan's and Lauren mess to stay out of Dan's mess. Okay, so they're showing Trey Miss. Okay. So thank you for that info, Manila, and everybody else about Trey and
I
Ernestine.
want King to get with Honey Pot.
Manila said Trey can't even afford that nugget. So true, so true.
He can't even afford the chicken nuggets.
He can't afford nothing. He's living in the car. My goodness. Ben, so maybe I was thinking that Ben and Ernestine would link up.
Mm.
Ben and Danielle both want some chocolate. That's what that really says. Irene says Amber told her to get
Cough checked.
the cough checked. Oh, so Susan, I think your thing with Ernestine is coming. You all think Miss Johnston, Ernestine relate? I think so, Lydia, because I can see the resemblance. I know, and Auntie Riri is letting us know that her mom and Ernestine, late mother, could pass for sister. As she would think she was Ernestine mom if she put on the red glasses.
Yep.
Oh, that is so sweet, bitter. I feel so sad for my body just run cold for Ernestine, the loss of her mom.
Sharon,
But
let me ask you a question.
mhm,
Do you and Suzette, do y'all think that Danielle called Amber to get the okay to cheat?
I
Because
think
they
so.
like
Yes, yes,
okay.
Yes.
yes. That's exactly what she did.
But what's crazy, that young man, he looks suspect. I don't know. I don't want to
Yeah,
say. I can't say what I want to say, but he
what
doesn't
what
look
they
like.
say, sassy.
But say what you have to say. It's your opinion.
Okay, he looks
Everybody
like he
is
has a
giving
little
their
sugar in
opinion.
him. Okay, it's an old expression. He looks like he has a little sugar in him. So she should be careful.
Mm.
I don't know if you can say that on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Little sugar. Okay, I think
They
I
say
understand what you're
sassy.
saying. Okay, okay.
Yeah, the
Oh,
skit say
that's
sassy.
right, Lily. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yep. Yes, I think so because you notice whenever people wants to cheat, they know the right things to do. Just like oh, he got sugar. Oh God, that's what you call it. You make
Mhm.
money.
Money laugh.
He got sugar. Mm.
And Danielle, she just want a little spice in her marriage.
Yeah, she need little spice.
Cause I don't think her or Bim got yes sir or yes ma'am. They
Nancy says they all cheat in the skit. So when they, you know what I find, guys, is that they take the ring off and things says that justify them cheating. Regardless,
yep,
they remove the ring, they're still legally married. So what's the
Right.
big deal?
yep.
Why really put Delicia and not Tamira leader of the podcast? I don't know, darling. I really don't know. Because I guess because he's not in a relationship with her and he knows that she's cheating with Iman. So that was okay for her. I have no idea. Maybe she's the one that get away to like Amber and he didn't really want her. She got to get all the spices she need from the sugar man. That's so true, Manila. So true. You see? You now you get oh Lord. You have to say what you have to say because everybody on here is giving their opinion, Susan. You
Do
see,
y'all
me
think
and Manila and everybody else can say our opinion, even down to Riri, because you know Riri will tell you what is it.
Like it is.
Yes. And we
amen,
all need
amen.
a little sugar in our spice. Daniel wants some tall, dark chocolate. Yes, she does. All me know is that I like, anyway, who me like on there? Me just shut my mouth.
Well, you know what? With Danielle and Ben, and did you hear they're married in real life?
Yeah, they're married in real life.
I
That
can see that. That's cute.
yeah,
That is really nice.
yeah.
Her
And
and
she
the
looks
dad.
just like her dad. Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh God, money law, no. Money law, no.
No, and it's crazy behind. He probably will.
Yeah, that's why I said, no, don't say that out loud too loud. Next thing we see the writer do it. We must stop, give them ideas. So because I sure you love yellow face Anthony. I'm not me. I like Ron. Yes, Anthony is a sweet boy, man. No can't do Anthony like that. Anthony is a bad boy. I'm not upset that baby Kai don't have a room.
Yeah, that's
I
ridiculous.
am upset. Yeah, she says she's upset. I'm upset about that too. Who
Mm-hmm.
I really like on that show, I love King for sure, and I do like Ron. Jamo is really delicious too, I must say.
Yeah, he is.
We just have to call a spade a spade. Jamo is, he got it all over. Yes, he's a man's man. Sorry, Dave. Move over, Dave. Uh, Danielle didn't give Amber the okay. Danielle didn't give Amber the okay. I don't follow Ben and Danielle. No from them. They are still learning because all I know that one thing I must say about Country Wayne, he actually put everybody okay. Bye, Auntie Riri jump off. I
Mhm.
think um it is so wonderful what he's doing. He puts everybody. He has a variety of everybody. He's not
Mhm.
discriminating. He open up his platform for everybody. You know, which is a great
Mhm.
thing. Yeah, and whenever they work with him, the family member can work with them too and make money, just
Right.
like what he
Well,
said
that's what
with
he does with
children. So
his
that is
family.
really good. So kudos to him there.
Yeah, and it widens the audience too.
Yeah, it does. It
Mhm.
does. I just love that. You know.
Mhm.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you
Okay.
guys for a wonderful night. We did good. It also looked like when Wayne hired Iskias, he give the parents a job too. Yes, he does. And that's the one that's the best thing I've ever seen somebody does. You know, he hired the whole family. I think, yeah, because that says Lynette and Denisha are sisters.
Right.
Libby is crazy. I think Anthony abandoned baby Kai is going to adopt big baby Kai.
I don't know how he's going to be do that while going through a divorce.
Money law, I'm gonna play money law. Really and truly. If I see any day I hear Anthony says, "Oh, I'm gonna adopt baby Kai," I'm gonna blow a gasket because he could have adopted baby David when Amber asked him to.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. We chit
Thank you,
chat for a
Sharon.
very long time. Thank you, Susan. Thank you,
Thank you,
Auntie
Kat.
Mary. Thank you, chat family. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Have a wonderful night,
You
everybody.
too. Bye
We
bye.
had fun.